never seen it in no department. Speed, power, chance, heart, nuts.
Alright.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time the lesson been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. 7-8. And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, not wear my crown. Fuck around, not wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again. Trio talk like fight fan. There he go talking that boxing again. This trio talk like fight fan. There he go talking that boxing again. Trio talk like fight fan. There he go talking that boxing again. There he go talking that boxing again. There he go talking that boxing again.
What's up? What's up? What's up with everybody? Salute to everybody. Y'all know what to do when you come in the building. Hit that like button and then hop in the comments. Let me know you in the comment section. Ricky Cojones, he said, yeah, we gonna get into it. Art man, what's good with it? Appreciate that, man. Let me see. Lori, Queen Lori, what's going on? Lori. Denise Ward, how you doing, Queen? Ricky Cojones, what's good with it? Robert Drummond, what's happening with it? Yeah, we got a whole lot to talk about today. Whole lot going on. We got a lot to talk about. Let me get my man Money Brown in the building. Marcus Hayes, what's good with it? Salute to you. Edgar Medina, what's happening with it? Daryl Deloach, what's good with it? Chris Mitchell, what's happening with it, fam? I know I ain't seen you in here the last couple ones. And like I said, when y'all come in the building, hit that like button. Yeah. Man, we got a jam-packed weekend of boxing once again. We got a lot going on in boxing right now. A lot going on. We're going to cook on a lot today, too. We're going to cook on this Tyson Fury situation. We're going to cook on this everything that's going on in the boxing world. You know, we got some big fights coming up. We got, some solid fights this weekend. We got a big Triller event. Triller is back this weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing that Triller fight card. We got Regis Prograis fighting on there. So it's a lot going on. We're going to talk about. Edgar, what's going on with it, Edgar? Man, how you been? You still training? Yeah, so it's a lot going on in boxing. A lot. Couple weeks, we got this Canelo and Billy Joe fight coming up. That's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm kind of looking forward to it now. At first, I wasn't, but I'm looking forward to it now. And we're going to talk about that. We got Demetrius Boo-Boo Andrade. He fighting this weekend against Liam Williams. Brandon B. Jackson, what's going down with it? Oh, man, I already know. Ohio, man, y'all got a lot of talent in Ohio. That's one thing I do got to say. Y'all got a lot of talent in Ohio. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's happening with you, Knockout? And you always know, Knockout, you're welcome to join the panel anytime you want to, Knockout. That's what's up, Edgar. Man, glad to hear you've been doing good, man. And y'all make sure, as y'all come in the building, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV on YouTube. Make sure that you go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV on YouTube. And then make sure that you go subscribe on Facebook. And I'm going to give y'all to Loyalty Boxing and Promotions. Loyalty, Promotion, and Boxing. Make sure that y'all go to Facebook and go subscribe to Loyalty, Promotions, and Boxing. Great group. They got a lot of fighters in there. If you want to be able to interact with, some of your favorite fighters, get all of the great news, go on YouTube. Go on Facebook and subscribe to Loyalty, Boxing, and Promotions. Or Loyalty, Promotion, and Boxing. I'm sorry. And Laura, you can drop the link in the chat too. Loyalty, Boxing, and Loyalty, Promotions, and Boxing. What's good with it, Sylvester 2011? Steven, what's happening with it, homie? What's good with you? It's a lot going on. Before we get it started, I want to get y'all take. What y'all think about Jaron Ennis? Do y'all think that Jaron Ennis could step up right now and fight the best in the welterweight division? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Jaron Ennis could. And I'm going to just go down the list. I'm going to start off with Keith Thurman. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Jaron Ennis could beat Keith Thurman right now. Let me see y'all put a 1 in the chat if you think that he could beat Keith Thurman right now. And just if you don't think so, just put no. Put a 1 in the chat if you think he beats Keith Thurman, and put no if you don't think he beats Keith Thurman. Brandon B. Jackson, I appreciate that. Sylvester 2011, he said, yep. Robert Drummond, Lewis Henn said he might not win, but he would make for a good fight against anyone. Shady Girl 85 say she think he'll beat Keith Thurman. Edgar Medina, he say, yeah. So it looked like everybody except for Mike Ryan right now think that he'll beat Keith Thurman. Lori Reed, Brandon Jackson, Sylvester 2011 says Thurman would definitely struggle big time with Ennis. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he says, I just dropped a video on this. I got to go check that out there. And everybody go subscribe to my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He putting out videos every day, all day, and he keeping y'all up on all the news and putting out great content. He said he beats everyone except Spence in his opinion. He says, even though it's 50-50, I favor Spence, but I ain't comfortable about it. He said 1-1-1-1 all across the board. Brandon Jackson, he got a 1 up in that joint. Okay. So it's pretty much unanimous that everybody think that he'll beat that everybody thinks that he'll beat Keith Thurman right now. What about Sean Porter? Same thing. Do you think, put a yes if you think he'll beat Sean Porter, put no if you don't think he'll beat Sean Porter. What about Sean Porter? Put a yes in the chat if you think he'll beat Sean Porter, put a no if you think that he won't. That's a good one right there. Because Sean Porter, he bring a different type of pressure. Brandon Jackson say, yep. Chris Mitchell, fam, he say, yep. Mike Rhymes say no. So Mike Rhymes, so far, he don't believe in Ennis like that yet. Yeah, put a Lewis Henn say, yep. Edgar Medina say, yep. Knockout Boxer 86 TV, yep, he'll beat Sean Porter. Denise Ward say that she think he'll beat Sean Porter. Who else we got? Lori, you got to pick. If you had to put your money on one of them, who would you pick? Daryl, you got to pick. Marcus Hayes say, yep. Robert Drummond, you can't be on the fence. If you had to put your money on it, who you going to pick? Shady Girl 85 says, yes, but it won't be easy one. Yeah. Stephen Pope say, one, he will stop Sean Porter. Damn, Stevens, I don't know. Nah, I can't. That's what I can't agree on. I don't think none of them stop Sean Porter. Sean Porter, he's solid. And you know, Sean Porter got good footwork too. Sean Porter got great footwork too. It's different, but he got good footwork too. I think that right now that Jaron Ennis beats Keith Thurman. I also think that right now I'll pick him to beat. I'll favor him against Sean Porter. I would have to favor him against Sean Porter, but that'll be a tough fight for him. Let me see what else we got. Lori, she said she had to pick. She gonna pick Ennis. Daryl DeLoe say, yep, he picking Ennis. Robert Drummond say his pressure crazy. I think you talking about Sean Porter, but it's crazy because they both bring that pressure. See, people look at Ennis as a finesse fighter because he's so quick and he do so much of flashy shit. But if you really, really sit down and look at him, he bring that pressure too. He on your ass from the time the bell ring, and he go to the body. That's another thing about Ennis. He go to the body so nasty, you know. Let me see. You crazy knockout. He said he told Lori to join the bandwagon. Marcus Hayes said he beats everyone except Bud and Spence right now. We're gonna get to that. So everybody pretty much, is in agreement that he'll beat Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, right? So right now, next, do y'all think that he could beat Errol Spence right now? Who would y'all favor Jaron Ennis and Errol Spence? Put EJ for Errol Spence and put just a J for Jaron Ennis. Put EJ for Errol Spence and a J for Jaron Ennis. Put EJ if you picking Errol Spence or a J for Jaron Ennis. Victor Morales, he say Boots easily washes Thurman. I think he beat Thurman, man. I think he beats Thurman. Mike Rhymes say Sergey had a lot of success but had no size. He had no size or enough power to exploit the miscues, so he didn't get reaction from Boots. That he says that's what I'm saying. I got to see. That's not fighting. He said he got to see him in there against somebody that he don't think is a robot. Okay, so we got Malachi Walker says Boots all day, bro. I appreciate that, Malachi. I appreciate the support, man. Robert Drummond, he say he got EJ. Shady Girl 85 got EJ. Stephen Pope got EJ. Daryl Delos got EJ. Knockout 86 say he'll favor Spence, but he wouldn't sit. He wouldn't sit down the entire fight. I feel you, dog. I feel the same way. Brandon Jackson say Earl wins with a jab. Chris Mitchell say EJ all day. Lori Reed got EJ. Malachi got EJ. Edgar Medina say he got EJ. Lewis Hen got EJ. So pretty much everybody on here favors right now, if they were to fight, they favor Errol Spence over Jaron Ennis. And I have to agree. I do agree, but it won't be no easy fight for Errol Spence. I think that could be a more difficult fight than Terrence Crawford, depending on how well Jaron Ennis could take that pressure and how well he could take a punch, And I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about like a punch from Sergey Lipinets. That's a different type of power that these guys like Crawford and EJ bring in. Now for the final one. So, because a lot of people got him pound for pound. So for the final one, who would you favor, Terrence Bud or Ennis? Put Bud in the chat for Bud. Put Ennis in the chat for Jaron Ennis. Who would you favor if they fought right now, Bud or Ennis? And salute to the homie TJ Sports All Topics off in that super chat. I appreciate the love and support. He said, there you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, you already know. Let me appreciate you, homie. Always coming through showing love. Marcus Hayes say he got Bud. Let me see. Victor say that's a tough one to call because Boost knows how to adapt. Let me see. Lori Reed, she got Ennis over Bud. Steven, he got Ennis stopping Bud. Peter CM Parker said he got Bud. Robert Drummond got Bud. Daryl Delos got Ennis. Brandon Jackson got Bud. Denise Ward got Bud. Knockout Boxing 86, he said he absolutely smokes Crawford. Matchup is all wrong for Bud. Ennis. Lewis Hen say he got Bud. Chris Mitchell say he got Bud. Stephen Pope got Ennis stops Bud in less than 5. Now that's a bold statement. But hey, that's a bold statement. Stephen. Let me see. Edgar got Bud. Victor Morales say another tough one to call. Their styles are just too similar, but I would make one hell of a fight. And I'm gonna cook on what you said right there, Victor. After I get through this. Shady Girl 85 got Bud. She says Bud, but it will be a really close because Boots can switch. Bud can adjust. Boots can switch and Bud can adjust. Yeah, you're right, Shady. You're right, Shady Girl. What's good with it? Money Brown TV, the big stepper off in the building. What's happening with it?
Key, what's going down, bro? What's going on with the people in the chat? How y'all feeling?
Yes, sir, man. We gonna cook today, money. Got a lot to cook on. And
Yes, sir.
feel free, man. If you got some you want to touch on, feel free to throw it in there, man. I said they didn't took your live away, but this your show too right now.
Yes, sir. What y'all was touching on?
Right. I'm just getting the chat's opinion, man. I'm on first we did Thurman, then we did Porter, and now then we did Errol Spence, and now we at Bud Crawford. On if Jaron Ennis, you know, who would win if Jaron Ennis fought those guys right now. So basically, almost unanimously, basically everybody except for Mike, my man Mike Ryan, has picked Ennis over Thurman, Ennis over Porter, and then Bud is kind of mixed up, but everybody kind of unanimously picked EJ over Ennis. And it's you know probably pretty much I think Bud is leading, but you got some that say Bud and some that say Ennis. You know,
That's a good ass topic.
yeah. I just wanted to see how the people felt. Now I'm gonna cook on something that my man Victor Morales has said. He said it's a hard one with Bud, right? I think he did pick Errol Spence, right? So pretty much everybody picked Errol Spence over Ennis, right? And this is what I was telling Kurt yesterday, my man Kurt, because he was saying that if you saying that Errol Spence could beat Jaron Ennis, right? Or you're saying that well Jaron Ennis could beat Bud, well, you got to say the same thing for Spence and vice versa, right? And I was telling and I was saying to Kurt, I said, well, that's not the case. I said, because styles make matchups, right? I said, styles make matchups. Even if some people think that Bud can beat Spence or vice versa, the styles make matchups. And I want to touch on what my man Victor Morales said. He said it was too hard for him to pick between Bud. It was going to be a tough call between Bud and Ennis because of the style. They got similar styles, right? And that's my reasoning for picking Jaron Ennis. See, I picked Jaron Ennis over Bud. Now, if you ask me to bet you some money on it, I wouldn't do it because it's a 50-50 fight, I believe. But I will have to favor Ennis. And the reason I favor Jaron Ennis, and this is just my opinion, is because they do a lot of the same things, right? They do a lot of the same things. They both switch hitters. They both got very good footwork. They're both very they're both very athletic, right? They both throw punches from all type of different angles. They both got speed, explosiveness, and power, right? So when I break that down, I will have to give the experience to Bud, right? So on the experience level, we know that Bud, he knows how to, right, with the people that we've seen in the ring with Bud, right? He's losing sometimes. We've seen him losing early on in fights, but he knows how to adapt, right? And usually when he adjusts to your style and he adapts, what he does is he throws you off by switching to southpaw, right? So he throws you off by switching to southpaw, and then, you know, he goes at you like a motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? He just dog you out after that, right? Because he confuses you. First, he's fighting you giving him problems when he's in the orthodox stand. You giving him problems. Then he switches to southpaw, and now in the middle of the fight, he got you confused, right? Now he giving you a whole different look that you really can't prepare for, right? Because you've been fighting this man for 5 rounds, and he been fighting you one way, and then he switch up to a whole different style, right? So you get an IQ right now, as far as we know, to Bud Crawford, you know. But like I said, they have all those similar things, right? But with Jaron Ennis, you can't confuse him by switching to southpaw because he can do the same thing, right? So I think that nullifies the one thing that Bud Crawford can do best to confuse his opponents. If he's losing the fight, he can switch to southpaw, then he can confuse you, right? So I think you got to take that advantage away from Bud, right? Now, Bud still has the experience advantage over Ennis, right? So that could play a big part, right? But if you say power, I would say Jaron Ennis has the edge in power, right? He has the size advantage. He's bigger. I don't know if he's stronger, but we can say that they neck and neck in strength. I've never seen nobody push Bud around. So even though Bud don't look strong, the motherfucker's strong. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say that he's stronger than that Jaron Ennis is stronger than Bud, even though he's a lot bigger than him, right? I have to, I'll say that's even right now, as far as I know. I never seen nobody push none of them around, but I know you're not gonna push Bud around. You see what I'm saying? I think that if anybody were to go to the ropes, it would be Jaron Ennis before Bud would. So they about neck and neck. You can't give nobody a big edge on that factor, right? Now, power, I think you got to give it to Jaron Ennis. He's more powerful. Explosiveness, they both very, very explosive. But Jaron Ennis, he's younger, and I know what it's like to be younger and to be very explosive. I don't care what nobody say. When you get a little older, you start losing some of that explosiveness. So I got to get that to Jaron Ennis. The speed, they both got speed, but Jaron Ennis got more speed. He has more speed, and just they're both very athletic. But Jaron Ennis, he got that hands down. The shit that he does, he's more athletic. So if I break the fight down like that, and just who has the more advantages, I got to give it to Jaron Ennis. But this is a 50-50 fight to me, because I see a few of y'all saying that Jaron Ennis destroys Bud, right? And I won't say that. But one thing that we know is, one thing we don't know, may I say, can Jaron Ennis take Bud's best punch? And can Bud Crawford take Jaron Ennis's best punch? Right? Because like I said before, we seen Jaron Ennis take heavy shots from Sergey Lipinets, but we all know Sergey Lipinets don't punch half as hard as Bud Crawford does, right? We've seen Bud Crawford get wobbled by Gamboa. We've seen him, maybe swipe the canvas real quick by Igis Kavalauskas. And I think we'll all agree, we all know for a fact that, but that's at a different weight class, but we know that Gamboa, he had pop, but you can't compare it to Jaron Ennis, a man that can easily go up to 154 in fight, right? Easily probably go up to 160 in fight, right? You can't compare that. And I think that he hits harder than Igis Kavalauskas. Now, Igis Kavalauskas, he don't have no pillow fist, but he ain't hitting like Jaron Ennis, because see, the punches that hurt you is the punches that you don't see. Jaron Ennis has amazing speed, and trust me, he is going to catch Bud Crawford flush with some shit that Bud Crawford don't see. So can Bud Crawford take that? And if Bud Crawford gets hurt, how is he going to recover against somebody that's not going to fold? And Jaron Ennis, I'm pretty sure he's going to jump on Bud Crawford, right? So it's a lot of factors in this fight. It's a lot of factors when you look at, how that fight would play out. I would give a slight edge to Jaron Ennis, right? But, right, one edge that could play a major factor in that fight, which is a fantasy fight, because I don't think they'll ever fight, but one edge that could play a major factor in the fight with Boots Ennis versus Terrence Bud Crawford is the ring IQ and the experience, right? That could play a major factor, because if Bud, right, starts doing some shit that Jaron Ennis is not used to, and he doesn't know how to adapt to it, then Bud gonna win that fight, right? So it's a very tough fight to pick, but I would give an edge to Jaron Ennis. Now, as far as the Errol Spence fight, I give a slight edge to Errol Spence, because they both now offensively, I think that Jaron Ennis is more offensively gifted than Errol Spence, right? Defensively, I don't. I think that Errol Spence is more gifted defensive. Lee, I think he's more. I think he's more. How you say it? I don't want to say cautious on defense. I think he's more. He just got more fundamental defense. You know, you can't. A lot of times people think he gets hit a lot, but he don't, because he roll off a lot of that shit with his elbows and how he blocks his shots with his high guard. So he don't get hit flush a lot. And y'all hit my like button. If you in the building, if you coming in the building, make sure that y'all hit the like button. You know, now he don't get hit a lot, right? And I think Errol Spence fight and with Jerron Boots Ennis is a different fight than the Bud Crawford, right? Errol Spence, you know, he digs to the body, you know, and that jab, he knows how to use his jab very well, right? He knows how to shoot that jab very well, and Jerron Ennis can't go jab for jab with Errol Spence. He just can't, you know. And so I think that is another very close fight. But when Errol Spence starts putting that pressure on Jerron Ennis and start, you know, grinding him on the inside and pushing him back and doing all of that, how is he going to react to that, right? That's a whole different type of fight, because Errol Spence can fight you on the outside, and then he can grind you on the inside to the body, and then he can step back and he can use his jab. He confuse you with his jab. Terrence Crawford is more athletic, you know, more, like I said, he uses his ability that he can switch up, and so it's a different fight. So like Kurt, like I was trying to explain to Kurt, you can't say just because somebody say, if I say that Jerron Ennis could beat, you know, and Kurt know way more than probably all of us on here. But it's just, that's one thing I didn't agree, because I just felt that it's styles make fights, and it's a whole different style of fight with Jerron Ennis and Errol Spence than it would be with a Jerron Ennis and Terrence Crawford. You know, that's why I had to break it down for y'all, the differences, how I see it, you know. And so, and I'm gonna let Money cook on that, but I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. And what's good with it? Blue Blood Sports TV, the king of this thing here. Salute to you, Blue Blood.
Blue, what's going down, bro?
Yes, sir. Let me see. Every time I wake up in the morning, one thing I could look forward to is grabbing my phone and getting some news from Blue Blood. Victor Morales say another tough. I think I read that one. Victor Morales said, I would like to see Boots fight Rashidi Ellis. That'd be a good one, but man, he'll tear up Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis is all right, you know what I'm saying, but he ain't all the way there yet. Boots is way ahead of Rashidi Ellis in the game right now. Stan Swoosh, what's happening with it? He say, I say Bud right now, but answer might change before the year's over. Malachi Walker says, I think he needs a couple more scraps for Bud and Spence, Porter, Thurman, Danny, Ugas. He's pushing their wigs back. He say Porter, Thurman, Danny, Ugas, he's pushing all their wigs back. Victor Morales say Rashidi Ellis is another welterweight fighter. You haven't mentioned this dude is a fighter that has the tools. Would really love to see Boots fight this guy. Yeah, man, but I seen Rashidi Ellis, and he's good, but he's not on the Jerron Ennis level right now. I've seen a lot of Rashidi Ellis's fight, and I just, you know, I'm not seeing that out of him right now. He's solid though. He just not advanced. He's not as advanced in his career as Jerron Ennis is right now. Y'all gotta understand, Jerron Ennis is he lives in the gym. When you live in the gym like that and you steady, consistently, all the time working on your skills and learning new things, and like he lives in the gym, that makes a difference. Like Andre Ward wasn't the most gifted and talented fighter, but he fooled us, right? And you couldn't tell because he always stayed in the gym training and learning new things and tricks. That makes a big difference. Stan Swish says Boots likes to finish combinations with that nasty uppercut, and his opponents don't see it yet. Mike Rhymes says Crawford never been in the ring with the pure pit bull coming at him with skills. He might fold like a lawn chair. I don't think he's gonna fold because Crawford got dog in him. He got dog in him, so I ain't gonna say he's gonna fold. Rome says I don't think Bud want to fight Ennis right now. Maybe 2 years. Same with Ortiz. I don't think none of them is fighting Ennis because it's not really no point into it. You know, if they look at it, if I'm Jerome, if I'm Bud Crawford or if I'm Errol Spencer, ain't really no point into it. You know, Malachi Walker says Ennis is slick switch hitter with power and hit from all angles, explosive. He gives Bud and Spence all they can handle. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, Malachi. J.A. Dixon, what's happening with it? He says, I think Bud versus Boots will be more of a chess match than it could turn into a firefight after they finish dancing. He said, then it could turn into a firefight after they finish dancing. He says, but he says his money is on Bud because of his experience. Like I said, that could play a big part. Todd Swindle says Boots fighting Bud will be like they're both looking in the mirror. Yeah, they got similar styles, man. Pac-Man ATL, what's happening with it? And salute to Pac-Man ATL with his comeback victory this weekend. You know, scored the first round, got that boy up out of there in the first round. You know, salute, man, and look great doing it. Came in the shape, man, chiseled. Salute to you, man.
Yeah, so you look like a whole different man, boy. I say, damn.
Yeah, man, that man came in shape.
Congratulations, Congratulations, bro.
He wasn't playing. Let me see. Tay say boost the truth, but Spence on another level. Yeah, right now, yeah. Todd Swindle says Boots fight Bud. Boots fighting Bud will be like, oh yeah, I read that one. Both of them looking in the mirror. Todd Swindle, Votes UK, what's happening with it? Salute. Todd Swindle says if Boots and EJ fight, it'll be at 154. That's a fight I would love to see. Victor Morales says the Boots fight is a high risk, low reward for either fighter right now. Yeah, that's why it's not. That's not why. That's why they looking at it like, why would they take a Boots in his fight when they have much bigger things, you know, on the table? That's why I said ain't none of them dudes gonna fight Boots. He gonna have to basically work his way into a position to where he makes one of these fighters, you know, give him a shot where they don't have no choice, where it's like you got to drop the belt or fight me type of situation. But by that time, I think that definitely Errol Spence is going to be moved up to 154. Terrence Crawford is still be in the division, but if Terrence Crawford is still with Top Rank, don't bet on it. So go ahead, man. Go ahead and cook money.
Yeah, looking at looking at the situation, man. What y'all saying with Boots? I rock with Boots heavy. Fuck with him. But I ain't gonna jump the gun too fast, man. I ain't gonna jump the gun too fast. You feel me? I see the skill level, love the skill set, and I'm an eye test man. I do see the skill level. I do see him giving, you know, boys at 147 problems. But to jump the gun, I know y'all say he gonna beat Thurman, Porter. You know, a lot of y'all say Crawford, and he ain't touching Earl. I don't know if it be Porter and Thurman and Crawford. I don't know. Those, like, them dudes ain't just no walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Ain't just no walk in the park. And credit, Boots do got attributes that you can put over them. But at the end of the day, them dudes got experience. They tough they damn self, and they been in the heat. You know what I'm saying? They been in the heat. Boots took out Lipinix. That's a hell of a win. I don't take nothing away from it. Nothing. You feel me? But it ain't them top dudes. You feel me? It ain't them top dudes. All them dudes can do something special, just like Boot can do something special. All of them got special attributes. That's why they're the top 147 pounders out there. So he's going to have to show it. I mean, he's going to have to show it. He's hungry, up and coming. You know, he's ready to prove he the best. And when you hungry and up and coming, you go stay in the gym like that. You know what I mean? Not saying that once he get up there, he go fall off of shit like that. But just look at everybody when they up and coming and hungry, bro. You in that motherfucking gym, you grinding 24/7 because you're trying to make your name. You ain't got it, so you're trying to get it. You know what I mean? And that's just how, that's the nature of the beast. You feel me? Look at when Earl was coming up, how Berto say that boy was a young hungry lion Don't nobody really want to get in the ring with him because of his skill set. And he's ready to attack. But that don't mean that if he would have got into the ring with everybody, he would have beat him. You feel me? With Boots, you know, he's growing, bro. He's growing. 23 years of age. He still got things out there for us getting past 6 rounds. What you gonna do in them later rounds? How do your gas tank hold up? You know, what happened with, because I don't think he's smarter than Bud Crawford. As good as he is, I don't think Boots is smarter than Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? He got dog in him, but how much dog do he got? You feel me? If he get cracked with some shit, how do he react? It's a lot of things out there that I want to see from him, but he is looking like the real deal. He is looking like the real deal, and that's something we can't take from him. But you know, he's gonna have to go in there and prove it against those dudes, because those dudes are proven. They're proven. And yes, Boots is a high risk, low reward, and that's what I like about him. I like that his pops is truthful. I like that he's truthful. He's not just sitting up there saying, "Oh man, these dudes they ducking me this, that, and the third." He working his ass off to get to where he got to get to. And like we all know, tables do turn. We've seen that with Earl Spence. You feel me? But you know, just to say he's going to beat them guys, because we've seen him beat Lippernicks, and we do see a skill set on him. That's a crazy fucking skill set. But those dudes can make adjustments. They can make adjustments. So it's going to be tough him fighting any of them dudes from Porter, Thurman, Crawford, and Earl. It's going to be tough, bro. It's going to be tough as fuck, especially if they come in there, you know, 100%. You feel me? So. But them the fights that he want, them the fights he want to show to prove that he is the top dog. You know, will he get him? Is yet to be seen. I seen Porter on this podcast say he probably don't never fight Boots. You know what I mean? We don't know what the hell Thurman doing. Like we said earlier, Earl going to 54. So that's why I say you might see Boots and Earl at 54, depending on, you know, the situation. Bud is gonna be at 147. You know, Bud is gonna be at 147, and you know, Boots, you know, he's coming. But by the time he get there, will Bud give him that fight? It's gonna be the question. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the question. So we know he got the the Virgil Ortiz and the Jamal James and the Ray Roberts. He got fighters that's coming up with him, man. You know, you got other fighters coming in like Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. They'll be at 47 as well. So it's gonna be fights there for Boots to show that he's that animal and that dog. Before it's the 47 division right now, you know, it's just like when Pacquiao and Floyd was there. Not saying that these dudes is Pacquiao and Floyd, but the fights was Pacquiao and Floyd, Cotto, things of that nature. And you know, Keith Thurman was trying to get into the mix. He wasn't getting into that mix. You know what I mean? He wasn't getting into that mix. Not saying that they didn't want to fight him, because they built some and they at the stage where they feel like they deserve their money. I think that's what these welterweights at the top right now feel like shit. We getting bags over here. We fight Boots. He can come and fuck one of us over. Or if we beat them, the money ain't gonna be what it is. But if he put himself in that mandatory spot, they ain't gonna have a choice. But right now, like I say, I still look at the 47-pound division, and I'm still pushing for Earl and Bud. That's the fight. Like I know we going. I ain't gonna say we, but a lot of people, you know, they want to say, oh well, look, y'all don't want Earl to fight Boots, da 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 da. And then the other motherfucker, man, look, y'all want Boots to fight Bud. He ain't gonna fight this and that. Now I'm still looking at Earl and Bud, the two top motherfuckers at the division, the two top motherfuckers that need to fight, and I'm gonna let Boots be Boots. You know what I'm saying? He growing though, but he coming, but he still got a little way to go. And not for saying that he got to prove himself or things of that nature, but he got to put his name out there and make it a little bigger, because we see the skill set. He can fight his ass off. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a threat and you ain't bringing no money to the table, it's gonna be tough for you to get those fights. So it ain't for us the skill set, things of that nature. He's just gonna have to make his name a little bit more bigger to where he can get a few more notable names in the ring with him and do what he did to Sergey Lippernicks to them. Because right now, them dudes at the top, they looking for, you know, they paydays, and they ain't gonna fuck around and give up their spot to Jerron Boots Ennis, because the Jerron Boots Ennis is on like an Earl Spence tear and the Earl Spence come up, to where whomever he fight, and if he beat their ass, you know, it's gonna be it's a difference if Boots beat your ass than somebody else, because it's gonna be so much put on it, and so much hype behind Boots right now, to where it just go, you know, build him up even more, and it's gonna knock your ass down. So them dudes know that. They know how the game go. You know, the changing of the guards, and nobody want to be that one dude to be the first one to get your ass whooped down, because they know what it's gonna do to him. Just like with Earl Spence. So Boots growing, man. He growing. He coming. Like I say, he coming with another wave of 147 pounders. But right now, Earl Spencer Turnbull Crawford still 1 and 2, and Jerron Boots Ennis don't beat either or right now. He don't beat Earl, nor do he beat Bud right now. You feel me? He looked damn good. He looked impressive. He gonna hold his own. Don't get me wrong, but I think Bud is just too smart for him right now. And I think Earl got too much dog for him right now to where in them later rounds, that's when shit gonna get tricky. And we ain't seen him in those later rounds to see how he react. You know what I mean? What happened when he get frustrated, or like you say, what happened when he get his ass cracked with a punch and the power is different. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be a little hesitant, things of that nature. So he coming, bro. I'm giving him his credit for what he's done, but I ain't gonna jump the gun on him. Earl Spence turns Bud Crawford 1 and 2. They the top dogs, and Jerron Ennis don't beat either or right now.
Yeah, I mean, we can't disagree or agree. You know what I mean? I can't say I disagree with you because it's a lot of questions to be answered, right? And this reminds me of back in '93 when it was Roy Jones coming on the scene, looking impressive, walking through everybody. Some of y'all might not remember, right? Walking through everybody. And James Toney was that dude. And we had boxing magazines and everything. The mainstream boxing media, the magazines. Very few of them gave Roy Jones a chance. It was like James Toney is too seasoned. He's this and that. This, and we seen what Roy Jones did to James Toney. So we don't know. We don't know. I wouldn't just come out and flat out say like, oh, well, he don't do this and he don't do that against them. Because like I said, we seen what happened with James Toney and Roy Jones. We seen what happened with Teofimo Lopez and motherfucking Vasil Lomachenko. So we don't know. We don't know. We have to see. We have to see. But that's what make this whole topic intriguing. Because man, the dude is, as far as at his age, the age that he is, in the age that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, when they was at that age, offensively, he looked more impressive offensively if you compare the ages. But we talking about right now. So right now, I myself would give him a slight edge over Terrence Crawford just because of the styles. And I have to give Errol Spence the edge over Jerron Ennis because of the styles. Different stylistic matchup, man. But let me get through some of these comments and then we're gonna get into it. Let me see. Pac-Man said he a problem for any welterweight. He says because you're flashy doesn't make you better offensively. That can get you calling that could get you calling my pillow. Yeah, but man, see, and like I said, a lot of people look at Jerron Ennis as like a finesse type of flashy, fighter. But that motherfucker pressure on you. He put that pressure on you. He come out and put that pressure on you. It looks flashy, but he press you too. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it? YY 930-2010, what's happening with it? Votes UK says the fights that can be made now can we really save the sport in the long run? We get drip fed too much in boxing from a fan's perspective. Man, it's a lot going on money this weekend, man, that I want to cook on, dog. A lot going on this weekend, man. And salute to the homie Victor Morales in that Cash App, man. Appreciate you so much, man, for the support. Salute to you, man. So it's a lot been going on, man, and it's a lot that's going down this weekend in the upcoming weeks, man. And I want to go ahead and just cover these quick topics, and then we're gonna get into the main topics. Want to get through this because I want to talk about my man Tony Harrison is coming back this weekend. Victor Morales say he agree with what you saying, Money. Yeah. Like I said, it ain't no wrong or right in this situation. It's just we got to see. And like I said, when I picked him slightly over Bud, I'm not confident in that pick because I know I got to see. And shit, I really have to see Bud in there with a Sean Porter or somebody like that. So we don't never know. But Money, we got Tony Harrison coming back, making his return to the ring ever since he, lost to in December of 2019 when he took that loss to Jermell Charlo. We finally got him returned to the ring, and he no longer has his father by his side. Since then, his head trainer, his father, has passed, and but man, I'm excited to see my man back in the ring, man. I like Tony Harrison a lot. Tony Harrison might be the best boxer at 154. Just pure boxer. Tony Harrison can flat out box, and he got power. And the thing with Tony Harrison is he's always winning most of all of his fights until he gets caught, But in an interview he recently did, he talked about, training without his father. He talked about that he's taking a whole different approach to training now, that he knows that he's not the young fighter that he once was. So he has to, take a different approach and do different things to take care of his body. Not overtrain, not undertrain, but do the right things to take care of his body. He also talked about, making weight the right way. We know a lot of times Tony Harrison, right? Tony Harrison, his main thing is he'll get gassed out in the second half of the fight, right? And that could be due to, him not making weight properly. So he talks about, him making weight the right way now and doing everything the right way, especially now that he's at the age that he's at. I think Tony Harrison is, I don't know how old he is. I know he's like mid 30s, maybe like 33, 34, 30, anywhere between 32 to 34. I have to go look. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Tony Harrison in the ring. He's gonna be in the ring against Brian Perella. And Perella is trained by Roy Jones Jr., right? So Roy Jones Jr. is training Perella. Perella, I think he got like 3 losses on his record, but he got a lot of knockouts. Almost all of his wins are by knockouts, and that's Tony Harrison's kryptonite. Is a power puncher. Tony Harrison don't have no problem with a boxer. His thing is getting caught by a power puncher. So I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. But I do think Tony Harrison, he's 30. So he only 30. He not. So yeah, J.A. Dixon said he's 30. I thought he was a little older than that, the way he was talking. Maybe he feel older than that. I don't know. But he only 30. So he not old at all. But Tony Harrison, man, I'm looking forward to seeing him box Perella's head off and maybe stop Perella. But we got to see what Tony Harrison look like. He says that he shouldn't have no ring rust because he said he been in the gym sparring with all young sparring partners. He said they got him sharp, and he said he not worried about ring rust. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And my thing is that what y'all just answer this in the chat, and I'm gonna pass it to Money and let him cook on this. Would y'all like to see Tony Harrison rematch with Jermell Charlo? Both of those fights were great fights, especially the second fight. It was an action-packed fight from start to finish. I would love to see that rematch. I don't know if we get it, but would y'all like to see Tony Harrison get a rematch against Jermell Charlo? They 1-1. They 1-1. And so I'm gonna give it to Money. Money, what you think, man? What you think about Tony Harrison making his ring return this weekend?
Yeah, I'm happy just like you, man. I feel like it's long overdue. He been through a lot in his life, from the last loss and shit like that, taking a loss, then losing his pop. So I'm quite sure he's happy to get back in that thing. But he coming, bro. Tony coming. He coming to fight. It's like you say, all his losses, he could have won. Willie Nelson, he just got lax in that damn fight. He's winning the whole goddamn fight. Jared Hurd, he was banging the shit with Jared Hurd, but Jared, sorry y'all. Jared was a big ass dude. He kept putting the pressure on, but he was handling his business in that fight. And then the second Jermell Charlo fight, he was impressive. Like, he impressed me so much, bro, doing the shit he was doing with the body work. And I get so much so much credit to Jermell Charlo, because I thought just from my eyes looking, that Tony was breaking Charlo down. I'm like, damn, is Tony finna break this boy down? Because he kept attacking the body, and I'm talking about he's going strong, but shit, Jamel just kept coming. I'm like, damn, Jamel. I'm like, that's how I know Jamel a tough motherfucker. But you know, Tony a bad boy in that ring, man. He a bad boy in the ring. I see him winning this fight. He probably get a stoppage too, to be real with you. But I see him winning this fight, looking good. I want to see Tony and J-Rock, man. I feel like that's a hell of a fight. Tony and J-Rock. But if he can get his third fight with Jamel Charlo, I don't know if Mel Charlo will give it to him, to be honest with you. I don't know if he'll give him his third fight unless he put himself in a mandatory position and he ain't got a choice to fight him. Not saying they don't want to give it to him, but, you know, just sometimes Jamel thought he won both fights already. He thought he won both. But, you know, him and J-Rock, bro, it's a hell of a fight. Tony Harrison versus J-Rock is a hell of a fight. Julian Williams, I want to see that fight. I feel like the winner of that fight will put themselves back in position for a world title. Tony Harrison versus Lubin. You feel me? So 154 deep is deep. There's so many fights that Tony Harrison can put himself in. Even a rematch with fucking Jared Hurd. So it's like so many fights he can put himself in to put himself back in the contention to get a world title. So I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. I rock with Tony Harrison heavy. One hell of a dude, stand up, real as they come. You know, he just don't talk shit to talk shit. I'm gonna say that. Like Tony ain't just gonna get up there and just start some shit for no reason. You know what I mean? He gonna respect you if you respect him, but if you talk shit to him, he damn sure gonna give it back with the buff song. You feel me? He damn sure gonna give it back. So much respect to Tony Harrison, man. I'm riding with him 120%. Wanting to get this W. Want to see him get back in position to fight for a world title because he exciting as fuck. He ain't gonna never give you a boring fight. You feel me? But salute to him. I'm looking for his comeback.
Yeah, man. Tony Harrison, man, he's a solid dude. Like I said, I got to meet Tony Harrison. You know, hang out with him for a little bit, man. Tony Harrison is a solid dude. Hella cool, down to earth, hella solid. You know, I fuck with Tony Harrison heavy. You know, and when he fought Jamel Charlo, you know, because I fuck with the Charlos heavy too. You know, so when he fought Jamel Charlo, I didn't have no dog in the race. You feel me? I just wanted to see a great fight. I wouldn't have been mad either way, whoever because I was rooting. I like both of them. So I was just sitting back, a spectator, and whoever win. But I was, but as far as what you said, Tony Harrison versus J-Rock, I think that'll be a great fight because they both are very similar, right? They both can box their ass off, right? They both got great boxing skills. I would give the boxing edge to Harrison, but they both thing is they lose focus second half of the fight, and they both don't have the toughest, strongest of chins. So somebody will probably go in that fight. That's a hell of a fight, Money. I agree with you 150%. That is a hell of a fight. They need to make that happen. They need to make that happen, man. And then Todd Swindle say Harrison versus Lubin. That's another great fight. Those are two great boxers. Both Lubin and Harrison, they can both box their ass off. And the same thing with Tony Harrison and J-Rock. Neither one of them, Lubin or Harrison, have the toughest, strongest of chins, right? So you can watch that fight on the edge of your seat because one of them might go. And the thing with Lubin, right? With Lubin is a monster though, right? But see, the thing with Lubin is that I know that he had got knocked out, early on. Jamel Charlo caught him, you know what I'm saying? Caught him with a great shot and knocked him out. For a long time, I was like, shit, he just caught him. You know what I'm saying? Lubin, to me, Lubin don't have no suspect chin. For a long time, I was saying that Lubin don't have no suspect chin. He just got caught. I don't think that means that he has a suspect chin. Anybody could get caught. But then when I saw Lubin go in there against Terrell Goucher, which he won pretty much, every round almost, but Terrell Goucher hurt Lubin. And if Terrell Goucher had a little more dog in him, he might have would have got Lubin up out of there. He hurt Lubin bad. But Lubin, you know, to Lubin's credit, he did recover fast. He was hurt real bad, but he recovered fast. Remember that money when
yeah.
That's when that's when I said to myself, okay, what Jermell Charlo did, you know, it wasn't no fluke at all. Lubin don't have the strongest of chin. You know what I'm saying? Lubin's chin is not, I'm not going to say that he got a glass jaw, but he don't have the toughest of chin, right? He don't got the strongest chin. So that's Lubin. I think, to me, that was already his biggest downfall and the biggest fight of his career. And I think continuing on his career, that could be his biggest downfall, his chin, you know? But man, yeah, all great fights. 154-pound weight division, quiet as kept, right? As far as fights that can be made, because we look at 147, a lot of them fights ain't gonna be made. But 154, that shit probably the best division that I can think of off the top of my head as far as fights that can actually be made and guys that are actually fight each other. I love that division. You know, I love that division. You got smoke all throughout that division. That's probably the best division in boxing. As far as, you know, overall. Let me see. Todd Swindle says Harrison versus EJ when he moves up. That's a good, you know, entry fight for Errol Spence at 154. I'm ready to see Errol, you know what I'm saying, beat Ugas. And if he can't get the Terrence Crawford fight, just say fuck it and just move up, you know what I'm saying, so we can get some of these great fights. But yeah, anything else you want to say on that before we move on, Money?
No, but just like you said, it's one of the top divisions out there, bro, and they all fight each other. And when you're in the top division like that, you're going to take L's, and people look at you, sir, they'll look at the fighters and see that they got losses on their record, but not pay attention to the fight itself, Key. The fight
Right.
good as fuck. All the fights be good. They challenge each other, and when you fighting the best of the best, you go take losses. But the thing is, can you see that all them boys still get another opportunity and they bounce back, and we don't talk down on their names like they bums and shit like that. So a loss don't diminish your fucking career, bro. You feel me? It's all about the comeback. Even you can take an L to come back and be bigger than you was when you was undefeated. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't look at it like that. They just look at it as, oh, I got my that make me better than this person, or I got leverage here during this, all that. Hell no. J-Rock came back, he came the unified champion. He came arguably the number one candidate to the division. You feel me? So it's just all about the mindset, man. And like you said, I'm with you. The 154-pound division, you can arguably say it's the best division because they all fighting each other, and we can still sit and fight each other, and that shit, you know, be fireworks.
Nah, that's real talk. Real talk. Yeah, man, I love that division. Also, man, July 9th, man. July the 9th, we got Ryan Garcia versus Javier Fortuna. They finally got a date. It's confirmed. And man, that's a fight that I'm another fight I'm looking forward to, because Javier Fortuna, man, he could beat Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia is really going to get a chance to show who he made of on July the 9th, right? Ryan Garcia, we really going to get to see if Ryan Garcia is could be, you know, up there with Tank Davis and Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney and all of those guys at the top of 135. We're going to really get to see it, because in my opinion, Javier Fortuna is a fighter that a lot of them didn't want to fight. A lot of them looked at Javier Fortuna as, well, you know, he's too low. He's a high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them didn't want to fight. And I know that Ryan Garcia blatantly ducked Devin Haney. We don't even gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different story in itself. But he's still fighting a tough ass fight. I actually wanted to see Devin Haney and Fortuna more than I did Devin Haney and Linares. I thought that Fortuna would be a tougher fight for Devin Haney than Linares. But you know, I think this is a big fight. It's a big test for Ryan Garcia. I think it's a big test for Ryan Garcia. It's a fight that he could lose, but if he can go out here and beat Javier Fortuna, he's going to gain a whole lot of confidence, especially if he knock out Javier Fortuna. He's going to gain a whole lot of confidence. And on top of that, he is going to cement his name with the rest of those guys to where I don't want to hear nobody saying that, oh, he's just a model. He's a hype job. And if he go out here and knock out Javier Fortuna, you can't say that no more. And if Javier Fortuna go out here and whoops Ryan Garcia and stops him, well, then Javier Fortuna, one of them big names, they going to have to see Javier Fortuna, right? So this is a great fight. I think it's a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Is once again, it's on July the 9th. It's going down. What you think about that fight, man?
Yeah, I think it's a hell of a fight too, bro. Like I said, we was okay with Javier Fortuna fighting Devin Haney. I'm damn sure okay with him fighting Ryan Garcia. And he might be a tougher fight for Ryan Garcia than Devin Haney because of the style. Styles make fights. You know, Ryan Garcia ain't the moving type to frustrate the shit out of you like that. He goes stand right there trying to counter and knock your ass out. And sometimes people with that type of style, Javier Fortuna will give your ass, you know, a tough time because of the way he come in and his little tactics that he used, try to make that shit a dog fight, trying to rough your ass up. And we know Ryan Garcia ain't the strongest physically. So looking at that fight, he might be a worse problem for Ryan Garcia than Devin Haney. You feel me? So I gotta give him credit, bro. Coming off of Luke Campbell and then going to Javier Fortuna, you can't knock that kid. You can't knock him. Those are top 10 lightweights. Like I said, yes.
I want to say something real quick, and I'm glad you brought that up, Money. I'm gonna say something real quick in agreement with you. I agree with you 150%. Now that I think of it, because I didn't even really think of it until you said that. I think that a Javier Fortuna fight, right, is a more difficult fight for Ryan Garcia than Devin Haney. Now, I'm not saying that Javier Fortuna is better than Devin Haney by any means. But the reason I think it's more difficult is because, like you said, the style that Javier Fortuna has, right? And Javier Fortuna is a rough, rugged fighter. He's going to do all type of dirty shit. He's going to try to bully you. He's going to do all of that, right? Devin Haney is more of a boxer, finesse, speed, you know, athleticism type of fighter. So he's not going to do all those things to straight Ryan Garcia. He probably just outbox him. You know what I'm saying? But Javier Fortuna is a whole different stylistic matchup for Ryan Garcia. And I think Javier Fortuna is probably the most difficult stylistic matchup for Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia, he don't like to be roughed up. You know what I'm saying? Even if you look at his sparring tapes, you see when dudes go in there and rough him up and throw all type of crazy shots and all type of different angles, he gets confused with that. He don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not strong like that. But that's all I had to say. And go ahead, Money. My bad. Just want to throw that in.
Yeah, but that's what I was just saying. So when it comes down to it, it's a hell of a test for Ryan Garcia. And this giving Ryan Garcia experience, bro. You feel me? It's giving him experience as he goes along because Ryan Garcia, he truthful with himself. He know he need more experience to beat the Devin Haney, to beat a Teofimo, and to beat a Gervonta Davis, even though he feel like he can knock Tank out. But he know he need more experience. De La Hoya know he need more experience. But I like Ryan Garcia because, like I say, the speed and the power is real. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That kid power is real, bro. So if he can catch your ass on the right spot, like he hitting that Cobra bag, he can put anybody down. Anybody at 135. It's just about him, you know, being smart to set the shit up and not just continue to look for the same shot over and over and over. Because he get caught up in looking for the same shot over and over and over, wants you to throw so he can try to counter you. And people catch on to that shit. And he ain't the strongest physically. So he can be moved around the ring. You know what I mean? He's still growing as a man himself. He can be moved around the ring. And I don't think he'll ever be that strong physically to where he won't be able to get moved around the ring. That's why he got to learn how to use his height and his reach to try to keep his chin down some, though. But, you know, I'm liking the fight for him, bro. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be entertaining. You know, he bring a crowd, right? Javier Fortuna, he go talk that shit. He go try to get into the kid head. And I think that bring the back because Ryan Garcia can talk shit. He can talk shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about him. He ain't gonna sit up there and let you bully him around and try to talk that shit to him. And then he can get to talking that cash money shit to where it can upset his fucking opponent. So if Javier try to come there, because Javier gonna try to get in the skin, he gonna try to get under the skin and talk shit, eat this, that, and all that shit. And I don't think Ryan gonna let it get to him. So I think it's gonna be one hell of a fight, bro. I think it's entertaining. I think it's a good step in the right direction for Ryan Garcia for his experience, you know, and building his confidence up, getting to the tougher fights because these type of rough fights like this, he gonna need. And this rough fight could have been an experience for Devin Haney as well. Who knows how Javier was go get in there with Devin Haney and try to make it a rough style. But you know, for Ryan Garcia, bro, it's a tough task. It's good experience for him. I like the fight, and I'm not gonna shit on the kid being as young as he is. Of course, we want to see him fight Tank and things of that nature. But no, these fights give him experience. They give him more confidence, and it only can help him. You know what I'm saying? Than hurt him as long as he get the W. You gotta get the W. So it's only going to help him than hurt him. So I like the fight, bro. Let's just see where he go after that.
Yeah, me too, man. I love that fight for him because, like I said, if he can get past this test, y'all got to put him up there with the rest of them dudes at 135. Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis, Vasil Lomachenko, all of them. You got to put him up there. You know what I'm saying? He right there in the pack with them. Now, am I saying that he could beat a Tank Davis I'm not saying that, but you got to put him up there and you got to give him a chance. And like Money said, man, if he catch you with that hook, he might be able to stop anybody with that. You know what I'm saying? He's dangerous. He's a dangerous fighter, and he's getting better and better. So this is in fighters like Ryan Garcia and young fighters like this, right? When they put him out there against somebody like Javier Fortuna, the thing is, if he beats a Javier Fortuna, his confidence is going to go through the roof. In a fighter that's young like Ryan Garcia, confidence means a lot. And if his confidence go through the roof like that, right? If his confidence go through the roof like that, he's going to be a dangerous fighter, right? He's going to be a dangerous fighter because he's going to keep getting better and better. So I like this fight for Javier Fortuna, and I like it for Devin Haney. I mean, for Ryan Garcia. Oh, yeah. Lori Reed said the Tank fight is definitely confirmed. So, yeah. Tank is definitely fighting Mario Barrios at 140 pounds. He's moving up to 140 and fighting Mario Barrios. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. SWAT TX say salute. I might bet with Fortuna on this fight. It depending on what the odds may be, it might not be a bad bet for you to bet on Fortuna. Shit, that's a pick'em fight. What you think about that, Money? As far as like, you know, if you were a betting man, that to me that's a pick'em fight.
Javier got a shot. Yeah. Like I say, you look at Ryan's style, he'll get Ryan problems. He'll get him problems and shit like that. Now we know Ryan gonna be the favorite, but you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong if you put something down. I ain't saying go bet the house on Javier Fortuna, but shit, if the odds just too damn good, hell yeah, you can put something down on him.
Right. That's a pick'em fight, dog. Now we also got this weekend, so that's gonna happen July the 9th. So we're gonna be talking about that a lot more in the up and coming weeks and stuff, you know. Now this weekend we got like I said, we got the Triller card. We got my man Regis Prograis. He fighting Ivan Redcatch, right? And Regis Prograis, man, I fuck with Regis heavy. He talk that shit. Regis Prograis say they paying him a whole hell of a lot to go in there and basically do nothing. He was like, I'll spar this dude and beat him up in sparring. So they paying me a whole lot to basically go in there and beat up my sparring partner. He kept it real. He like, shit, I'm fighting Ivan Redcatch. He was like, I beat him up in sparring all the time. Like, that's my sparring partner. Like, you gonna pay? He was like, shit, how could I turn that down? He was like, you gonna pay me to go in there and get a free check to beat up on my sparring partner? He's like, of course. So, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing my man Regis Prograis go in there and get Ivan Redcatch up out of there. I don't give Ivan Redcatch no more than 6 rounds. Then we got that Jake Paul and Ben Askren. I'm looking forward to that fight because Ben Askren, you know, he's a former champion in the UFC. You know, he's a former UFC world champion. And I think that Jake Paul gonna beat him because Ben Askren, you know, his stand-up game ain't all of that. I think Jake Paul gonna beat him. But it's a lot going on this weekend, man. I think Steve Cunningham is fighting this weekend. He's fighting Frank Mir. That's gonna be another good one because I think Steve Cunningham gonna beat the dog shit out of Frank Mir. Shit. Frank Mir fought Brock Lesnar in the UFC way back in the like damn near 10 years ago. Frank Mir fought Brock Lesnar in the UFC, right? And Frank Mir never had no stand-up game like that. So I don't know what makes Frank Mir think that he can go in there and fight Steve Cunningham. Steve Cunningham gonna beat the shit out of Frank Mir. Frank Mir never had a stand-up game like that. Because Brock Lesnar's stand-up game was trash. And he beat the shit out of Frank Mir and put them paws on him. So I don't know what Frank Mir thinking, but that Triller card is gonna be hella exciting. Hella exciting, man. What you think about that, Money? Money, you're on mute.
Key, go ahead. Give me 1 second, bro.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that Triller card gonna be hella exciting. Mir was supposed to be fighting Tarver, but Steve Cunningham, he got the, you know, I don't know what happened to Tarver. What happened with Tarver, J.A. Dixon? Did the motherfucker fail another steroid test? I don't know what happened with Tarver. That's been the thing for like the past 10 years with Tarver. He always having fights, and then all of a sudden they don't fall through. Smooth Groove Boxing says, oh no, that's old. I read that a long time ago. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Robert Harrison said definitely Billy Joe can upset Canelo. Plus, y'all need to check out Felix Cash. Yeah, I know about Felix Cash, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that Triller card though. That shit gonna be exciting. Also, we on the zone on Saturday, we got Demetrius Dudu Andrade. We got Dudu Andrade. You know, he fighting Liam Williams. We got Dudu. Tarver couldn't get past the medicals. Yeah, he could. Yeah, because Tarver could. If he ain't got that shit in his system, of course he can't get past it. Tarver been juicing for so long. Man, please. I think Tarver was on that shit when he fought Roy Jones. If you ask me, they just didn't catch him until later. I don't fuck with Tarver. I don't fuck with Tarver. Don't have no he. Now, if you want to talk about somebody being a steroid cheat, Antonio Tarver, that's him. But yeah, Dudu Andrade, he fighting this weekend against Liam Williams, and I look for him to beat the shit out of Liam Williams. You know, I know that Liam Williams has got better, you know, since he's got with Dominic Ingle. You know, he's training with Dominic Ingle now, and you know, he's got some impressive knockouts ever since he's been with Dominic Ingle. Before Liam Williams, I think he lost twice to Liam Smith. All these fucking Liams and Liam Williams and Liam Smiths in the UK. But Liam Williams, you know, he got power. You know what I'm saying? He has one thing Liam Williams got is he got power. Now, I've been looking, you know, at a lot of boxing, you know, news and everything, and what people have to say about this Dudu Andrade fight against Liam Williams. And a lot of people are picking Liam Williams to beat Dudu Andrade. A lot of people picking Liam Williams to beat Dudu. And I'm like, what the fuck? Liam Williams is not fucking with Dudu Andrade. He's just not. He's not beating Dudu Andrade. He's not. He ain't beating him. Liam Williams, his last few fights, let me see what he's looking like. So he beat Mark Heffron. I remember that fight. Mark Heffron, he was another one of them, a guy from the UK that was supposed to be an up-and-coming superstar, and Liam Williams knocked him off. You know, let me see. Liam Williams TKO'd him. That was back in 2018, so that was a few years ago. I remember that. Also, Liam Williams beat him recently, not too long ago. He also beat Alantez Fox. Now, Alantez Fox has Dudu Andrade in common with Liam Williams. Alantez Fox fought Dudu Andrade back in, I think it's probably like 2017. Dudu Andrade fought on HBO, and Dudu Andrade went to distance with Alantez Fox. I believe, I think it was in 2017. Dudu Andrade went to distance with Alantez Fox, and Liam Williams actually knocked him out. So Liam Williams actually knocked out Alantez Fox. So they do have a common opponent, right? Liam Williams is actually, if you look at his record, he's coming off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's coming off of 7 stoppages, 7 KOs in a row. So Liam Williams has 7 consecutive KOs in a row going into this fight with Dudu Andrade, right? Now, a lot of guys are picking Liam Williams, mostly UK people. You know, the UK cats are picking Liam Williams to beat Dudu Andrade. You know, Carl Froch, he was one of them that picked Liam Williams to beat Dudu Andrade. Now, I think it's some bullshit. I don't think that Liam Williams is nowhere near the fighter that Dudu Andrade is, but it makes for an interesting fight because, like I said, Liam Williams got 7 KOs in a row. You know, he hasn't been in a fight where he hasn't got a stoppage since 2017. Since he fought Liam Smith, right, in 2017, all of his fights since then been stoppages. And so, like I said, it's an intriguing fight to watch because if he catch Dudu Andrade, can he hurt him? If he catch him, can he hurt him? Because that's probably, I think he knows and realize, just like everyone else knows, the only chance he got is to knock out Dudu Andrade, right? So that's another solid fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a solid fight, especially for Dudu Andrade because he ain't never fought nobody. So, I mean, is Liam Williams the best fighter on Dudu Andrade's resume up until this point? What would y'all think? Is Liam Williams the best fighter on Dudu Andrade's resume all the way up until this point? He may be. He may just as well be. But like I said, I'm not giving Liam Williams a shot at beating Dudu, but a lot of people are. Let me see. Brown on Boxing, what's happening with it? Sylvester 2011 says Andrade is going to finish Williams. I'm telling you, no one really thinks Williams has a chance in the UK. Well, I was watching a lot of channels and stuff. A lot of them dudes in the UK was giving Liam Williams the nod over Dudu Andrade, but that's some bullshit to me. Robert Harrison say definitely. You say definitely Liam Williams is the best fighter on his resume. Yeah, he might be. So what you think about the Liam Williams and Dudu Andrade fight, Money?
Crazy you said that shit, bro. I mean, he got vein motor roads on there. I got to go down his resume, but that's crazy. Look, Liam Williams, I like Liam Williams, bro. He's strong, like you say. He ain't the best technical fighter, but he's tough as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's tough as fuck. So, like I say, man, I just can't see how they got him over there, and Eddie Hearn can't get him a big fight with somebody at 160 when he had all 160 pounds right there, bro. So it's crazy to me, bro. It's crazy. So with him and Liam Williams, and I'm gonna touch on the what you asked me earlier too. With him and Liam Williams, it's gonna be kind of interesting early on. But when Andrade gets started, when he start boxing his ass and figure him out, I don't think it's gonna be as tough as people think it's gonna be. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as tough as people think it's gonna be. I think he got too much boxing skills for Liam Williams. Liam Williams, like, could he cut the ring off and try to go in there and just try to make it a dog fight? Because over when Andrade went to Germany, And I forgot to do name he faced over there. Dude gave his ass a little tough problem over in Germany. So I'm trying to see if Lynn Williams can do that type of shit, try to make it a dog fight with Andrade ass, and force his ass to fight. But I really don't see too much problem coming from Lynn Williams once Demetrius Andrade figures his ass out. You know what I mean? So it's an okay fight. It's an okay fight compared to what the fuck he should be fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't say too much about that fight. A lot of people looking at it as it's a step up and it's this, it's that. I don't look at it too much as that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think Lynn Williams, he haven't even fought a big time name to show, what he really possessed. So I can't really say too much about him. I know I like him. I like his style. I like the way he fights. Don't get me wrong. He's tough as fuck. But I don't think he got the skills to hang with Demetrius Andrade. I mean, I don't think he got the skills. So in the UK, of course, they go big him up because it's their prodigy. I mean, we're one of their products, and they go rap for their fighters, how they rap for their fighters. It's a world title opportunity. So, of course, they're going to get behind him and try to push him. But we all know that it ain't going to really be too much. It shouldn't be too much problem for Demetrius Andrade, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If he make it tough, then you got to give credit to Lynn Williams. But I just can't see it really being that tough of a fight for Demetrius Andrade, like people trying to make it out to be. But they're trying to build it up like that. But for us, the Triller card, bro, yeah, I think Tarver, I don't know, it was something about him I read, because I'm like, damn, what happened to his ass? And I think Steve Cunningham took his place. So
my man in the comment section said that he couldn't pass the medicals. I said he probably didn't have that goddamn that testosterone. He could get no testosterone in his system.
Exactly, bro. So he fucked this up out of a nice payday. Yeah, Regis Progrego going there and beat the shit out of Ivan Redcatch. I'll listen to you. Yeah, like that. That's Regis kept it real. That's what I liked about it. He ain't fake it or I'm gonna go on here. Ivan did this.
Yeah, exactly.
I whooped this boy ass and spawn. I'm gonna get this bag, beat his ass, and then continue moving on with my career. But like you say, I ain't finna pass up on no money. If I ain't finna pass up on no millions of dollars just to beat this boy ass, I'm gonna go on there, stop his ass, do what Danny didn't do, and do what Devin Alexander didn't do. Go on here and stop his motherfucking ass, beat his motherfucking ass, and stop his motherfucking ass. And I do got Regis Progress stopping his ass around 6 or 7 rounds. 6 or 7 rounds, Regis gonna have him up out of there. You feel me? Handle your business, Regis. Get your bag. I don't blame you at all neither. For us, Ben Askren and Jake Paul, man, Corey Spinks told me, bro, Jake Paul can fight. He like that motherfucker. Like he like people
be fight. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he like people be laughing and joking. He like he was down in Florida. He was scoring real fighters, bro, and handling his business with him. He said the only thing about him is his defense. Like he don't know how to catch punches. Like you can hit his ass. He hittable, and he said that's gonna be his downfall is he hittable. So if you get on with a real boxer, and if that boxer is sharp, they go hit his ass. He just don't know how to catch punches on the shoulders. He don't know how to roll with him, but he tough as fuck. But he say for his offense. He said that motherfucker can fight, bro. He like, I ain't finna sit up here and fake. He like, I don't give a fuck what nobody can say. What I'm saying from him spawn, and he say he taking that shit serious. He like, they joking with him, but they like, he taking it serious. You feel me? So I think it's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be very interesting, dog. Ben Askren, he ain't no fucking boxer, but he's a UFC fighter. He know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think it adds up. It's a street fight. You know what I mean? It's a street fight, but they just got on boxing gloves. And I think it's gonna be because I don't think Ben Askren is the best defensive fighter neither. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like he out there. Yeah,
Ben Askren don't have no stand-up game. You see what I'm saying? So his stand-up game is trash. To me, it's gonna come down to if Jake Paul, right, if his conditioning is there, right, to where he don't get tired, ain't no way Ben Askren can beat him. Only way I see Ben Askren beat him is if Jake Paul get tired and shit.
Could you see Jake Paul getting a stoppage?
Against Ben, nah, he not gonna stop Ben Askren because you gotta understand, Ben Askren is a former UFC champion and the motherfucker can take some punishment. You see, like they not them UFC fighters, especially at the championship level. You not like getting hit in the face. You know what I'm saying? And being tough. That's not going to be a problem for him. You feel what I'm saying? But if Ben Askren starts, clenching on him and holding on him and grappling with him, you know what I'm saying? And tire him out, that's what you got to see about Jake Paul if he gets tired out. But as far as just hands, he got that over Ben Askren all day.
Yeah, that's what they say he can fight. So it's gonna be a good fight, bro. It's gonna be a good fight. It's very entertaining. I like the card, though. I like the card. I think they build it up for it to be entertaining because somebody like Regis, you come forward on him, he gonna beat your ass, and that's all that boy Red Catch know how to do is come forward. So Regis gonna beat his ass. Anderson Silva and Cunningham. No, it's not Anderson Silva and Cunningham. Is it? Who is it? Damn.
It's
Frank Mir.
Frank Mir and Cunningham.
Frank Mir and Cunningham. Yeah, that's gonna be entertaining, right? Cunningham should whoop his ass. He the boxer. Frank Mir, the old man. So he should beat his ass. That's entertaining. And Ben Askren and Jake Paul, that should be very entertaining. So I like the card, bro. Triller, they putting money out there, bringing little events and shit like that. But I just don't want people to casino every big fight that we want to see. Everybody get to scream, oh, well, Triller pay this and Triller ain't no fucking platform like that. Y'all need to cut that shit out, bro. Like, Earl and Bud, Triller back. Like, come on, man. God damn. But, I appreciate what they're doing.
Crazy as hell, dog. That's a real shit, though.
All the big fights, just look at people out there. All the big fights you want to see, Triller do it, or Triller like they just come in this motherfucker bow going some shit. But it's gonna be an entertaining card, bro. The 17th, it's nice. Like the follow up, what we just got from this Saturday to now, I like it, dog. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. They got our ass talking, so I think we're gonna enjoy the shit.
Man, I'm gonna be out of town and shit, but man, I'm bringing my I'm bringing my Nvidia Shield box with me, man. My streaming my cable box. I'm bringing that shit with me. I ain't missing that. I ain't missing these fights this weekend. Fuck what you talking about, for real. Yeah, man, we got a hell of a weekend of fights. Let me get through some of these comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. J.A. Dixon says Jake is gonna mash Askren. He's been training with real guys, plus he's young and big. Chris Mitchell. Now, my man, my fan Chris, he know about that MMA. Now, you know what I'm saying? He can get up here and talk that MMA shit all day like we do the boxing. He say Ben has to fight in the clinch. Yeah, remember I said that he gotta be able to rough him up. But Jake Paul, he ain't no weak dude. So the only thing is his gas tank money. That's what we got to look at. If Ben Askren cannot get him tired, I don't think he has a chance. But when you get tired, and Ben Askren is not a professional fighter, no matter what people want to think, right? And when you get tired, everything that you've learned and all of those skills that you've learned, that shit go out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because he hasn't been fighting for long enough. You don't have the experience to know how to deal with be in the fight and deal with what you have to go through when you get exhausted. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of them UFC guys, they have that problem. Because in the my bad. A lot of UFC guys have that problem. So if Ben Askren gets tired, that's gonna be his ass too. You see what I'm saying? If Ben Askren gets tired, that's gonna be his ass too. So my man Jake Paul needs to press that pace on Ben Askren, because if he can press the pace and get Ben Askren tired, that's gonna be a problem for Ben Askren. And he don't have no stand-up game anyway. So whatever he learned, that shit sure gonna go out the window. So it's an intriguing fight, man. I think it's exciting. J.A. Dixon say the fans are desperate. They think Triller coming to save the day. Hey, real talk though. Hey, man, we looking for anything to save the day. EJ King say, isn't Freddie Roach training Ben? I don't know. James, he say that Ben Askren wins, he becomes a hero in boxing world. Nah, not at all. Ain't nobody looking at bro. Ain't nobody looking at how he gonna become a hero if ain't nobody taking motherfucking Jake Paul serious like that. that ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody thinking about him in the boxing world, dog. But man, I like that, man. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna get straight to the cooking, man. So what is today? What is today, money? What day is it?
Tuesday, motherfucker.
Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, huh? Tuesday, April the 13th. Tuesday, April the 13th.
You talking about the announcements?
Well, Tyson Fury, right? Let me look. Let me look and make sure I ain't missed nothing and see if we got an announcement yet. Because let me make sure, see if we got an announcement yet, right? Because today is Tuesday, April the 13th. Let me see. I see Anthony Joshua training. What else do I see? Do I see an announcement? Let me pull it up for y'all. Let me see. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. News. Hold on. Well, today is Tuesday. It's 2:06 where I'm at. PM. What time is it where you at, Money?
4:06 p.m.
So it's 4 p.m. where Money is at, right? On the East Coast, it's 5 after 5 p.m., right? And it's Tuesday. Now, what Tuesday is, I'm going to let y'all hear what Tuesday is, right? I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all hear what Tuesday is. So if y'all can listen to this audio, and I'll play the audio so y'all will know what I'm talking about, what Tuesday is, because today is the big day. Today is Tuesday, right? Let me see.
You did a post.
Hold on. Y'all listen to this, right? This is Tyson Fury. We got to take a man for his word, right? Right, Money? That's what they tell you. Take a man for his word, right? So let me play this audio for y'all because this is Tuesday. Hold on.
You did a post. You said 3 days TikTok, adding a bit of pressure to those involved.
Yeah.
Where do you stand in terms of that? Is there an extension made, or because today makes it the third day?
Yeah, but it's Sunday, so it's not really a working day. You know, Sunday in England's not a working day, so we have to go to Monday, Tuesday by the latest. So if I don't know anything by Tuesday, I'm just going to move on because it's been a long time in the making. Well, it was June when I did that video when I said, we've agreed terms to fight Joshua, like we both agreed to fight each other, but I've just got to fight Wilder first. That was a year ago.
So you heard the man out of his own mouth. He says, if the fight is not made and announced by Tuesday, I'm going to move on. He said, we've been talking about this shit for a long, long time. He said it was June. He said it was a year ago. Money, ain't that's what he just said right now? He said it was a year ago when he first came out with the announcement that he was fighting Tyson Fury.
365 days.
Yes, a year ago. He said it was a whole year ago. This is out of Tyson Fury's own mouth. He said it was a whole year ago when I came out with the announcement, letting everybody know that I'm going to be fighting Anthony Joshua next. He says it's been a long, long time. And if an announcement is not made by Tuesday, I'm calling it all off. I'm moving on. Hit my like button, and y'all hit the like button. Because we finna cook right now. We just getting started. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit was the introduction to the show. We finna cook now. So, and salute to Matthew Valentine's off in that super chat. Always coming through showing love. Appreciate you, homie. So we finna cook right now. Today is Tuesday. We still don't have an announcement. So,
and Keith, and we talking about Tuesday overnight time. It's 10:09 right now, so he got 2 hours left.
You got 2 hours left, right? His time. But we ain't even gonna do that, right? We gonna give him we gonna give him the whole day, Money. We gonna give him Tuesday US time. So right now, how much time we got left into 12 o'clock? You got
8 hours and 50 minutes.
So you got 8 hours and 50 minutes, right?
No, sorry, 7:50. I'm sorry, Keith. 7 hours and 50 minutes.
7 hours and 50 minutes, or Tyson Fury will be moving on. The clock is ticking. because I gotta take him for his word, right? Because I mean, that's all his fans say, that he's not a liar, right?
He's not a cheater.
He's not a cheater. Tyson Fury's not a liar. And according to his fans, he is a man of his word. So I'm gonna listen to y'all this time, right? Because they get mad when we don't listen to them, and we take, okay. So I'm gonna listen to y'all, and I'm gonna take Tyson Fury for his word. Today is Tuesday, right? If he's a man of his word, he moves on. He got 7 hours left. 7 hours left. So I advise everybody in here, y'all need to be watching your clock. The clock is ticking. You got, what you say, 7 hours and 49 minutes left right now.
Yeah.
Got about 7 hours and 49 minutes left, or I need to see Tyson Fury moving on, because that's what he said out of his own mouth. He said, if the deal is not made, announcement is not made by Tuesday, I've been waiting a year now, a very long time. It's time for me to move on. It's Tuesday. So, I want to know where old boy is and everybody else is, right? When we talk about this, that's coming in, right? And swearing up and down that the announcement was going to be made last week, the week before that, the week before that. Then they came on Friday and they argued me down that it was going to be made on the weekend or Monday. Now we at Tuesday, and we got 7 hours and 47 minutes left. What's going on? And SWAT text, he say, move on. We're going. Come here. Wilder got ups. He said, yeah, that's real talk. J.A. Dixon says, keyword, I just have to fight Wilder first. Right. Daryl Delos say 508 he said 508 where I am. That's what it is. PLG, what's happening with it? He said Fury is all over the place. Well, he looked that woman straight in her eye, right? And he says, Tuesday, if it's not done by Tuesday, he's moving on. So if it's not done by the next 7 hours in 46 minutes now, I want Tyson Fury to be a man of his word for the first time ever, move on, and we should be getting an announcement tomorrow morning that he moved on, right?
Yeah.
What you think about this situation? And we ain't done yet, because I got a whole lot more to cook on. A whole lot more to cook on. I got receipts too.
You should be fighting Charles Morton about tomorrow morning.
Right. I got more receipts too, Money. I got more receipts too, but go ahead and cook, Money.
Yeah, he should be fighting Charles Morton by tomorrow morning, or he should be stepping in and becoming a new opponent for fucking Dale Boy, knocking Joseph Parker out the way, or either Joseph Parker or whomever, you feel me? But Anthony Joshua shouldn't be the opponent. You feel me? Shouldn't be the opponent. Now, I want to see how they swindle this shit. Oh, you know, yeah, Eddie came up and said this, and Eddie ain't said shit. We ain't heard Eddie say nothing. Eddie ain't got a venue. Eddie ain't got a date. Only thing Eddie got is a motherfucking contract that's saying y'all inked on it. That's it. Period. That's it. So when we looking at the situation, and people kept trying to tell me, oh, well, it's going to happen. You know, you don't have to have a date in a venue at the same time, or you don't have to have a venue. And I'm like, listen, dog, this is the same shit Deontay Wilder was asking for with Anthony Joshua when Eddie Hearn was trying to make that fight happen. We were trying to get him to sign a damn contract. He tried to get you to sign your name on the contract so he can lock your motherfucking ass in, because once your name is on the paper, right, he got you locked in. You can't do shit. You can't do shit. Oh, well, you know, I can make it happen, but you got a contract signed that you want to fight. No, we ain't finna just sign on any goddamn thing without a date or a venue. You feel me? Anthony Joshua over there training, getting ready and shit like that. You don't know if the fight coming up or not, or what trying to get you. Man, listen, it's a whole lot of janky shit that goes on. Whole lot of janky shit that goes on. And now, right, Eddie Hearn is playing these same tactics on Tyson Fury. And we want to know what the deal is. Where's the date? Where's the venue? Where's the venue? Where's the date? You know what I mean? Where's this secret billionaire that's supposed to be putting up $13 trillion for the fight? You know what I'm saying? If you're putting up $13 trillion for the fight, it shouldn't be too hard to get a fucking venue and a date, bro. The money is there, right? What the only thing that you need is the money to get this shit started. So if the money is there, why can't we say, you know what, they go fight on this date, they go fight at this venue, bro? because you evidently you need the money to go book the venue and do that, right? You should already have the date. They neither one got a fight coming up. What's so hard about having Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua a date? What's so hard about it? They trump everybody. You feel me? If the fight's supposed to be so big, this is the biggest fight in boxing. They trump everybody. So why is it so hard to pick a date? You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, this shit all smoke and mirrors. They ain't got shit. Like we kept saying, I don't give a fuck what people. Oh, well, arbitration is well. Why haven't they pulled the trigger, man? Why haven't they pulled the trigger? It's been a whole year since Dan. Thank you, Dan Kennehan, my boy. He just
why y'all ain't hit the like button? Hit my like button. Hit the like button. Ain't no reason you should be in here if you can't punch on the like button. And go ahead. My bad, money.
Yeah, that's all good. You hear me? Y'all hit the like button, man. But now look, Dan Kennehan got his ass ran out of the UK. Dan Kennehan can't bring his ass to the US of A. And this, I don't got nothing against Dan Kennehan. You feel me? Like I said, I ain't gonna be a hypocrite. I ain't got nothing against him. But we know that he was pulling strings and he was making shit happen. But now that he's not there anymore, you feel me? Ain't shit happening. Ain't shit happening. He in Dubai. They trying to get the fight to Dubai. He ain't really making shit happen in Dubai. For all them rich ass billionaire motherfuckers out there, you ain't coming over to our country running shit. You better sit your ass over here and be a refugee. You feel me? Before we throw your ass up out of here. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He said by Tuesday. And Keon being nice to his ass because I won't give his ass nothing but the 2 hours that he got over in the UK. You feel me? That's all he got left is an hour and something. Because he ain't talking about America time. He did that interview in the UK. That's what they at right now in the UK. Where whatever the fuck, Michelle Joy Phelps want to be her little ugly ass from the UK. That's where they at right now in the UK. So they talking about on UK time. They don't want to have a fight in the US of A. You know what I mean? We not important to them. You don't give a damn about Deontay Wilder. So why should the US give a fuck about him? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, dog, we need to see something. We need to hear Eddie Hearn come out and say, well, we got a venue locked at so-and-so in Dubai. The date is July 31st, July 20th, July 17th, something of that nature. Because that shit ain't finna just happen in a few hours right now. He ain't finna just automatically just pop up. We got a venue and a date. So, you know what I mean? Somebody backs up against the wall. And somebody got, like Keon say, somebody got to be a man of their word for once. For once, be a man of your word. And let's just see what happened, bro.
Hey, we gonna give them their time. So they still got time. So with all of the time I'm giving him, that's more than enough time for Eddie Hearn to make that announcement, or Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. I'm looking for somebody to make an announcement, right? Somebody better make an announcement. Now, we talk about how come we haven't got an announcement, right? They tell you because they still weighing out all of the big options that they got from all of these different venues, right? Everybody is throwing offers at them because everybody wants this fight. They want this fight from Dubai to Saudi Arabia to the UK. To the US. Everybody is throwing them offers, right? That's what they're telling us, money, right? That's the only reason why we haven't got a big, huge announcement yet, now, right?
Remember, the US one didn't play at first. Remember, now we had played. Now we
everybody is play. So they, you know what I'm saying? They're telling you that that's the reason we haven't got an announcement, that they just, they catching offers every day. Just different offers are every day. They catching them. Now they have a lot on their table and they have to weigh all these options down and take the best option. That's the only reason we haven't got a big Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua mega fight announcement, right? That's what they tell you, right? That's what they say. That's what the UK fans believe. That's what Tyson Fury fans believe. Well, let's listen to this, money. Would you like to listen to some audio? Right? I would love to. Yes, sir. Before I play this audio, we tell you that there will be no announcement until this arbitration, right, goes through with Deontay Wilder. Until all of that is said and done, right? We tell you that there's not an announcement because they can't make an announcement because they still have Deontay Wilder problems to deal with in arbitration. That's what we've been telling y'all, right? I keep telling y'all, money keep telling y'all that these motherfuckers is lying to you, right? All of this big announcement, all they're doing is stringing it out, right? They're buying time. That's all they doing is buying time. We keep telling y'all that. But what y'all say? We don't know what the fuck we talking about, right? We don't know what we talking about. We don't know what we talking about, right? We got I'm pretty sure you're a UK fan. R2D2. He says Lennox Lewis, Joe Calzaghe beat all y'all Americans. He also says Wilder needs to get in the gym and stop with the excuses. Wilder been in the gym. He said tank a duck, and he in here, he got a lot to say. He has a lot to say, right? Now, let me see what the fuck you got to say about this. Let me go ahead and play this, right? I need answers, right? Because we've been trying to tell y'all they can't do nothing without the movement of Deontay Wilder. That Wilder is the reason there's no announcement, and it ain't gonna be no announcement. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not the next week. Now here we go, money. I'm gonna go ahead and play this, right? And y'all listen carefully. Y'all listen carefully. Hold on, my bad. Turn the volume up.
Says one champion, one face, one name. But unfortunately for him, it ain't him. Because I've already smashed him. I'm about to smash another one.
So it's safe to say that the mediation's done. You guys have moved on past the Wilder situation? Or
There's still stuff going on. There's still stuff going on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me run that back for y'all so y'all can hear. Hold on.
The Wilder situation? So it's safe to say that the mediation's done. You guys have moved on past the Wilder situation?
There's still stuff going on. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes, but that's all going to be dealt with.
Okay. But you're able to proceed and move forward without it being legally held against you?
I don't know. I'm not obliged to answer that question.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, to be fair. I pay lawyers a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars to sort shit out.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure they're going to sort it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
So
Now, what did he just say? She tried to get him to say that everything's all good. He can move on without Deontay Wilder because everything is handled. Tyson Fury told you out of his own mouth that he can't say that. He don't know. My lawyers are working on it. I paid them a whole lot of money, but I don't know. He just told you he don't even know if he can move on. What did he say, money? I don't know. So he's letting you know once again, he's letting you know he can't do shit without Wilder. He can't do nothing without Wilder. What they're doing is they're trying to string this shit out, and they're lying to y'all. They're lying to you. They stalling y'all out because they're hoping a ruling comes down from the judge. But Bob Arum, he already said the soonest that they'll get a ruling is sometime in May. We still in April, dog. We're still in April. We still in the beginning stages, mid stages of April. So y'all got a while to go. You're not hearing no announcement. So with that being said, Tyson Fury needs to be a man of his word for the first time and walk away. Now let me play that shit for the ones that didn't hear it once again. Once again, let me play it for the ones that's hard of hearing that didn't hear or couldn't hear. Hold on. One more time for the people in the back.
One face, one name. But unfortunately for him, it ain't him. Because I've already smashed him. I'm about to smash another one.
So it's safe to say that the mediation's done. You guys have moved on past the Wilder situation?
There's still stuff going on. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes, but that's all going to be dealt with.
Okay. But you're able to proceed and move forward without it being legally held against you?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
not obliged to answer that question.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, to be fair. I pay lawyers a hell of a lot of money,
Yeah.
millions of dollars to sort shit out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure they're going to sort it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
So it.
He does not know. So tell me this, Money. How do all these fans, these UK fans, know more than he know himself? Right? He just told him he don't know. He don't even know if he can move on. He said his lawyers are working on it. And he paid them millions of dollars to sort shit out, but he don't even know what's going on. He don't know if he can move on. Just letting you know he can't. She tried to get him to say he could.
Yeah.
She tried, said, I cannot say that. Because Money, common sense would tell you, right? If he could say that, yeah, I can, that's not holding up the Wilder fight. I mean, that's not holding up the Anthony Joshua fight. This arbitration with Deontay Wilder, that don't have no bearing on a fight between me and Anthony Joshua. He would have been able to say that. He just told y'all that he can't say that because that's not the case. So how ignorant are some of y'all? And how many times do we have to tell y'all? Now y'all heard it from him. Right? Now y'all heard it from him. What y'all got to say now? I'm confused. I mean, because I'm confused how some fans could be so ignorant and so gullible. Right? And let me get through some of these comments, and I'm gonna let you cook on it. Money. Knockout Boxing 86 say they think we dumb. If you got opinions, it's easy to choose. Who paying you the most money and what's the biggest venue? Shit ain't rocket science. Right. If you got opinions, it's easy to choose. Who paying the most money? I mean, if you got options, my bad. If you got options, it's easy to choose who paying the most money and what the biggest venue is, right? Shit ain't rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's easy to choose if you got all those options. Like my man said, it's all a lie that all of these fans are falling for. Running out here like chickens with their head cut off, talking about, oh yeah, we got to get a big announcement. You've been saying that, and he just said that he's been telling y'all that for a year. It's done. It's too long now. He telling y'all what's going on is they're hoping that a judge makes a ruling, right, any day, but it's not going to happen because Bob Arum, the ex-lawyer himself, said that the judge ain't making no ruling. The judge don't move on their time. The judge moves on his time.
Or her time.
The judge moves on the court's time, not Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's time. Period.
And all the evidence not being presented.
Right. Brown on Boxing says they think we dumb. They don't know we see that plot. Right. Robert Harrison says, what are y'all wanting him to leave and fight Wilder? He said he would. What are y'all wanting him to leave and fight Wilder? He said he would. I mean, I want him to be a man of his word. What did he say he was going to do? Is that, if you tell me you're going to do something and I hold you to it, am I wrong for holding you to it?
For once, like you said, he said he's going to rematch Klitschko. Never happened. Say he's going to rematch Wilder. Never happened. Now he say he's going to walk away from the Anthony Joshua fight on Tuesday. Feel me? April the 13th, right? April 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Tuesday, yep. April 13th, if nothing outside, he's walking away. So we want to see. I don't give a fuck about your feelings or what you think. Y'all want the fight. I'm not mad at the fight get happen. If it happened, I'm gonna buy it and watch the shit. But at the end of the day, you know, you the one saying you walking away. This coming out, all we can do is take what the man said out his mouth, right? Y'all always say don't believe what we say, but this out the horse's mouth itself. Now, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about it? You know what I mean? Since we just been a hater leading up to this point, the fight go happen. We don't know what the fuck we talking about. Yada yada this. Eddie just need time. We don't need to rush. These things ain't easy. Don't happen overnight. You know, it's a big fight. These things just don't get done like that. Okay, well, it's been a fucking year and some change now. A whole fucking year. How long does it take to make a big fight? Last time I checked, if you sign a contract, it shouldn't take you a fucking year to make the fight, right? It take you a year to get a date in the venue, bro. That's what you telling me? A whole year. This fight is that big to where we need a whole year to get a date in the venue. What the fuck? This is going to be a world global thing. We all coming, the Pope coming. You feel me? Come on, man. Motherfucking the sky's about to crack open. Jesus about to get a seat at this motherfucker. You need a year and some change to make the fight happen. God damn.
Bro, it's funny, man. This whole situation, it's just funny to see how gullible fans are. And salute to Santos Montones. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Y'all go subscribe to Santos, man. His name is the same. His name that's on here, just type that in. And man, he fights in Mighty Mouse's league. Yo, if y'all know who Mighty Mouse is, he fights in the Mighty Mouse league, man. He just fought, got a big win this weekend. So y'all go check him out. But yeah, dog, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that they keep believing anything that Eddie Hearn and all these, and you see Bob Arum and the whole Bob Arum and all of them, they shut up about it. They ain't said nothing else about it. You ain't heard Bob Arum lately. You haven't heard Frank Warren. They ain't said shit about it no more. They know what it is. They know what it is. They was pissed off at Eddie Hearn in the first place for going out telling all them damn lies. You know what I'm saying?
Even Tyson Fury said that shit.
Yeah, they was pissed out. Like they sitting back. They sitting back looking at Eddie Hearn like, man, what the fuck is he doing? We told his hard-headed ass not to go out here and continue to fucking tell all these lies to the fans. See, it would have been, I think it would have been more easier if they hadn't just been quiet. They hadn't said nothing about it, right? But Eddie Hearn, he can't keep his fucking mouth closed. And they told Eddie, you know, they didn't told Eddie Hearn, like, look, Eddie, we got this Deontay Wilder arbitration in the way, you know, we unless Deontay Wilder agrees, you know what I'm saying, and we could go to the judge early and get it early, you know what I'm saying, we got to wait until mid-May. You know, our next court date is not until mid-May. So, you know, just chill out, Eddie. You know, don't make no announcements. You know, let's see if we could work this all out. Let's see if we can get this handled, and then we'll, you know what I'm saying, and then we'll go forward with you. But we might not be able to do this if we can't get Wilder to move out the way. So just calm down and chill out with all the announcements, Eddie. What Eddie do? All right. The next day, this motherfucker go run and tell everybody, right? That's like the homeboy. You tell him something, and you be like, hey, man, I'm going to tell you this, but don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this, but don't tell her, right? Oh, no, that's like everybody got a homeboy, right? Right? He always running telling the female everything. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, yeah, man, she was with it, man. She was with the business. Don't say nothing. Next thing you know, did you tell such and such that I what? Man, I told you not to say nothing.
Nah, dog, I ain't know she gonna come back and tell you though, dog.
Yeah, man, I know. What you mean you didn't know that she was gonna come back and tell me? I told you not to go run and tell her. Why you, man? I got a homeboy like that, man. You can't tell him nothing. And
let me say something, Keith. Stevie J. All right, so you say, why do y'all guys want to watch Deontay Wilder get his head bust again? Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua is much better fight. Y'all are upset because y'all want some. It ain't about revenge, bro. So when Anthony Joshua got his motherfucking head busted by big old Andy Ruiz, right? Did you or did you not want the rematch? Get the fuck out of here somewhere, man. Y'all just sitting up here talking. No, it's not a better fight. Deontay Wilder is a better fight for either or. You feel me? And a bigger money fight for either or. So it ain't about no fucking revenge. It's about a man being real and being stand-up. So get your ass up out of here, man.
Hey, Robert Harris says, this is $1 billion fight. Would you wait? Qatar, Russia, America, Uzbekistan, all of them want it. Well, I'm going to tell you like this, Robert. I'm going to tell you like this, my dude. I actually have 500 million for you, right? I got 500 million for you. But, right, I got it in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona, right? I got it in the desert. So wherever you at, the only way you can come pick it up is you have to walk from wherever you at to this desert that I have it in. So make that walk, and I got this 500 million for you waiting, right? All big bills. Ain't no small faces, all big faces. Ain't no ones, no 20s, no 50s, no 10s, no 5s. All big bills. I got it for you, Robert Harrison.
And right? I got a beautiful Moses staff for you to help you with your back when that motherfucker get to breaking down. Just let me get $3 million for my Moses staff that I'm gonna give you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and money he gonna give you that. So so you don't have to worry about your back wearing out. Give him $3 million out of the $500 million. That's the least I could do for you, right? I got it for you. So hit me up, right? Hit me up, DM me. And I'll let you know where you got to walk to go grab it, right? Okay. So if you believe this Eddie Hearn shit and all those offers, you gonna believe that. So come and get it. I got that for you, dog. Omega Red, what's up? What it do? Big Omega, where you been?
Omega, that boy say Quad, Russia, America, and use the best and want to fight. I ain't heard America say shit about Anthony Joshua Tyson. Ain't shit over here buzzing. Bob Arm ain't said shit. Trust and believe. If America wanted that shit, we will see something about that fight, homie. Get your ass at $1 billion fight. I just bet it is $1 billion fight. Take a whole year and some change to make $1 billion fight happen. I just bet. Omega, what's going down, big bro?
And the funny thing, right, man, I would pull up the receipts where Tyson Fury just a couple weeks ago, he told you he not fighting in the UK. So how are they getting offers in UK when this man said it's absolutely he'll never fight in the UK again? He don't even have a license to fight in the UK. So why are they giving him offers in the UK? I don't understand that, right? If I'm banned for a country, if I'm banned, right? If you're banned from a country, money, right? And you know you can't go to the country, right? Why would you set up your birthday bash in a country that you know you can't get in? If I can't get into Canada, why would I set up a birthday bash in Canada? What sense does that make, right?
Exactly.
Now, Tyson Fury don't have a license in the UK. And he said out of his own mouth that he's never fighting in the UK again. He says the only place he's fighting is in Vegas or maybe California. In the US. He says he's outgrown the UK. He's too big for the UK, no matter what fight it is. So make that make sense to me, please. Please make that make sense. On top of all the other shit, right? On top of all the other shit, man. Just like I said, people that believe this shit will believe that I have $500 million waiting for them, right? In duffel bags in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona. John Kramer, what's happening with it? Yeah, man. But Tyson Fury, he went on and he talked about a lot more, right? Actually, a pretty good interview. Y'all go check out the interview over there at let me give y'all over there at Behind the Gloves. So y'all go check out this interview on Behind the Gloves, right? Michelle Joy Phelps, she did a good interview. You know, I give her a props. You know, it was a good interview. Tyson Fury talked about a lot. He also talked about Usyk, because I had seen somebody mention Usyk, you know, in the comment section. And he says that he thinks that Joe Joyce will beat the shit out of Usyk. He says Joe Joyce will walk straight through Usyk. He says he doesn't think that Usyk is good is a good heavyweight at all. He says Usyk ain't shit at basically. He said Usyk ain't shit at heavyweight. He says Usyk struggled with his first opponent that he had. I forgot the dude's name, Chaz Weatherspoon, or he said, he says that Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, walks straight through Usyk. He says this ain't the cruiserweight division. He says Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury. He says that Joe Joyce walks straight through Usyk. He says Joe Joyce beats Usyk, and Usyk has no chance of beating Joe Joyce. He says that you know, basically, you know, in so many words, when he was talking about Usyk as far as being a heavyweight, he says Usyk ain't shit as a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He's not the same fighter at all at the heavyweight. He says that Usyk is not a top heavyweight at all. So Joyce won't break through him. And I agree with him. I agree with him. You know, I agree with him, but I think that if Usyk could take the pressure of Joe Joyce that Joe Joyce brings, he'll give Joe Joyce some problems. Because Joe Joyce has slow feet and he has slow hands. Now he is tough as fuck. And Usyk, like we've seen Usyk, you know, he don't look the best at heavyweight. But that's one thing he said, Money. But he also talked about Wilder, right? So for all the UK fans that say Wilder is horrible and he trash and he's this and he ain't that, Tyson Fury says that Wilder beats everybody in the heavyweight division. He said he walks through everybody in the heavyweight division. He said he knocks out everybody in the heavyweight division hands down. He says Wilder is the best heavyweight in the division by far after himself. He says Wilder's speed, athleticism, and power is just so much superior than all of the other heavyweights. He said that he picks Wilder to beat everybody, including AJ and everybody. He says that he don't think nobody in the heavyweight division besides himself beats Wilder. So that lets you know right there, right, why he's ducking Wilder. And that lets you know what he thinks of Wilder. He says that he don't respect Wilder as a person. He thinks Wilder's an asshole and all of that. He don't like Wilder at all, but he says, I got to keep it real. He says, I have to keep it real when I talk about the man in the sport of boxing. You dig what I'm saying? He says Wilder is better than all those guys. He says, you know, and he'll pick Wilder. He said he'll put money on Wilder to beat all of those dudes. Now, Michelle Joy Phelps, you could tell she don't like Wilder. You could tell. So she always trying to throw her little shit in there, but she won't. She ain't like me and Money do. If me and Money don't fuck. If me and Money have an opinion on something, we just gonna flat out say it. We ain't gonna hold shit back. You feel me? But she not gonna flat out say it, but she'll throw shit out there. Well, you know, even though, you know, after what you did to Wilder and what happened, you know, and this and that, and he like, look. You think Wilder's the same? And he's like, well, the only way anybody beats Wilder is if Wilder's mental is not the same. He says if Wilder's mental is not the same after, you know, me beating him, after what I did, he says, then, you know, anybody could beat him. He says when you don't have your mental there, anybody could beat, you know, you in boxing because it's all about your mental. But he says if Wilder still has his mental, he's still the same. He says Wilder beats everybody, period. So, like I said, once again, that it lets you know what he think about Wilder and why he's ducking Wilder. That y'all say that, oh, he just walks through Wilder and Wilder's a bum. He's a shit bum. Wilder's a bum. Nah, he don't think that. He certainly don't think that. And what's your take on that, Money?
Yeah, man, because he know what Deontay Wilder is. He knocked his ass out. So, you know, he just telling the truth. He know what it is. I don't think. On the one point you made early on, I don't think Joe Joyce beat Usyk though. I don't think that. I don't think he just walked through no Usyk like that. I think if he can catch Usyk with a shot, he probably can put him down. I think Usyk too athletic for Joe Joyce. I think he's more skillful, and I think he'd hit and move on Joe Joyce's ass. And I think Usyk win that fight on the cards. But you know, for us, I'm saying, you know, Deontay Wilder is the guy to beat because that's all he's saying. Deontay Wilder is the guy to beat, and that's why I'm telling these stupid motherfuckers. Deontay Wilder is still the guy to beat. Even with Tyson Fury, he's the guy to beat. That's why Fury don't want to go on with that third fight. You feel me? He don't want to go on with that third fight because he understands what's going to happen if Wilder catches his ass on the chin, especially if he get his ass cleaned up. You know what I mean? Especially if he clean him up, you can't do all that little tricky shit you've been doing in the first two fights. So man, he ain't got no choice but to speak the truth, bro. He ain't got no choice but to speak the truth. You feel me? Because none of them guys beat Wilder to me. None of them.
None of them.
You know what I'm saying? Wilder is still the same Wilder. Mentally, it ain't nothing wrong with him. He good. He in a good place. You feel me? He got family that love him. Like, it's okay to get over a fucking loss. You know what I mean? Especially when you feel like he was cheated out of a fucking fight. So it's okay to get over a loss. Like, y'all just think, people think Wilder just out here just, oh, man, I'm just in depressed mode. I turned to alcohol. I use drugs and this and that. Like, you never seen him. You know what I'm saying? You never seen Wilder, like, nothing that showed depression, Nothing like that. Like even when we talk to Tay Jones or nothing, like bro, straight. Like we ain't seen nothing from Wilder to show no depression, bro. Like we know if somebody in depression is real. You can't hide that shit. We see that man on there having fun with his family, kissing his girl, playing with his daughter, playing with the family, saying he gonna get paid back. Other than that, you know, he moving forward. So we don't see no depression. Like y'all think motherfuckers be depressed. Come on, dog. We not certain people. We not certain individuals. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? We don't get depressed off certain shit. It got to be some real live murderous type shit for, you know what I mean, somebody like us to get depressed. And I ain't pinpoint shit, but come on, dog. He A-okay, dog. So right now, he just speaking the truth because he knows the truth. The truth don't need no support. Wilder knock out all them motherfuckers, including himself. Force Majeure, Shorty Phelps, low. You know what I mean? I want to say so many things about her ass, but don't nobody give a fuck about what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do what she got to do to get ahead, and we all mainly know. You know what I'm saying? What she's doing to get ahead. You feel me? So at the end of the day, she trying to fit in over there. So go ahead, continue to do what you try to do. But Wilder, you know, he gonna handle his business, bro. He gonna handle his business. He gonna put himself back in position, and when he do, you know what I'm saying? They gonna pay the piper. Period. They gonna pay the piper, and Sophia will be back in Alabama. You feel me? With other sisters and brothers. You dig what I mean? So we'll see, bro. We'll see. But he ain't got no choice but to speak the truth on Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, man. He talked, like I said, it was a real good interview, man. He talked about a lot. I see dudes say that we hate Wilder so much. It's almost 12 o'clock in the UK, this and that. But it's funny though, right? I mean that we hate Fury so much, right? But it's funny though. He came in talking about we hate Fury, right? But all I did was quote what Fury said. I haven't done nothing but quote everything that Fury said. I even played the audio of what Fury said out of his own mouth. So how is that equal to we're hating on Tyson Fury? When all I did is quote it and repeat it and played the footage of what he said himself.
Goddamn, you guys say Fury got y'all pressed while he's sleeping right now. Laugh my fucking ass off. Sleeping on your whole family's money. Cause man, we're not worrying about what no money he got or shit like that. We are telling him to keep it real and stay true to what he said. Now, if you talking about we hating on Fury, so when Fury come out and say that he's gonna walk away from the fight on Tuesday, like Keon just pointed out, right on Tuesday, April the 13th. So by tomorrow, he should be speaking about somebody else. Right?
He said he wasn't speaking about us. He said he's speaking to Zenith in the chat.
Oh, okay, man. But period.
I'm about to say because we ain't said nothing about him. Now, what else he talked about, man? He talked about a lot. You know, one thing that he did say that was real interesting to me, Money.
My bad, Key.
Okay, yeah, he said that he is in his. He said he's been training nonstop. He said he's never stopped training. So all of that shit that y'all heard that he blew up in weight, that he was drinking, that he was just saying that shit. He was trolling, right? He says that he's in the best physical shape of his whole career as far as sharpness and physical shape. He says that he's been training, dog. He said he's been training. He says right now he's at his peak, right? He says right now he is at his peak physical condition. He's at the peak of his prime right now, right? He says because he's never stopped training, so he is at the peak of his prime. He says as far as a fighter, he feels that he is at the best that he's ever been, and he says that he's the best that he'll ever be. He says right now he don't think that he'll ever get any better than what he is right now, right? He says a year from now, you know, he says he thinks that he might start declining. And this is what he said. He says because everybody, you know, declines at different ages and everything. And he says, you know, it depends on how you live your life outside of the ring. And this is what he said. He said, so a year from now, he said, a year from now, I don't know. He said, will I still be at my peak, you know, a year from now? He said, because everybody knows I haven't lived the best lifestyle in the past. He said, so I don't know. Everybody knows I haven't lived my best lifestyle in the past, right? Now, listen to those words, and I'm going to tell y'all what he's telling y'all, right? He's telling y'all that if this shit continues on for too long, he might go to start sniffing cocaine and drinking again. He said he don't have, and he's telling y'all that he don't have, right, too much longer in the sport. He's telling y'all that he don't have too much longer in the sport, right?
Damn, Keith.
Because right now, he had his peak. And he said it straight out. He said, you know, I don't know. He said, y'all know I ain't lived the best lifestyle, you know, in the past. He said, so a year from now, who knows?
Oh, shit. He gonna start sniffing cocaine and drinking.
Like I said, he know that in the back of his head. You keep on fucking with me and frustrating me, I might go off on the motherfucking binge again.
That nigga like AB.
And like AB, we talk about if we could talk about AB, we could talk about Tyson Fury.
Exactly.
Right? Hey man, I'm gonna call you, man, and I don't want to change this to AB, dog. But I don't want to change this to AB, man. But I wanted to call. I was gonna call you the other day, man, because I watched a video that AB put up. It was on Instagram, the little stories. And he was playing with his son, and AB looked lit, dog. Like his eyes. It's either AB hadn't slept in like 3 or 4 days. AB was on some shit. And I ain't talking about like no crack or cocaine. Like he looked like he was on some pills or some shit. Like, or he had been on the drinking binge or something. Because his eyes, you know how like when you high or something, you know, when they eyes get like real big and like dilated and
Hell yeah.
AB, I was like, man. But AB tell you, you got to keep me active, or I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna get on that shit, and I'm gonna get to drink, and I'm gonna get to.
That's same shit. That's the same shit Tyson Fury saying too, though.
Yeah, that's the same shit Tyson Fury's telling y'all. Like y'all already know, I ain't lived the best lifestyle. He said UK crack, dude, crazy as hell. Y'all, he said y'all already know I haven't lived the best, and he just keeping it real. I can't hate him for keeping it real because he's telling y'all straight up. And he's telling y'all a year from now, I don't know. And he also said this, right? He says, if he does get the Anthony Joshua fight, there is no fights in between. Absolutely no fight. It won't be no fights in between. It's immediate rematches. He said, ain't no fights in between at all. It's immediate rematch. So, because she was asking him about whoever wins, won't they have a mandatory? Won't they have to drop the belt or face a mandatory? And he says he don't know about all that. He says that he knows that it's going to be agreed on that they have to have the immediate rematch and nothing in between. So his plans are to, if everything turns out like he wants it to, which that's going to be a long shot because, like I said, Deontay Wilder plays a big part in this whole situation. But his plans are to fight Anthony Joshua, beat him, fight a rematch with Anthony Joshua, and retire. He don't want to box no more. He want to play with his nose and drink fucking 10 pints a day or whatever it is. Tyson Fury ain't, he's telling y'all. What y'all don't understand is they call addicts recovering addicts for a reason. Because they recovering still. It's one day at a time. Every day is a struggle. And he letting you know that. So y'all can call it hating or whatever, but all I know is they better get this man some news, whether it's Wilder, whether it's Anthony Joshua, whether it's whoever it is, motherfucking.
And he's saying that with millions of dollars in the bank too.
Yeah, he can do whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? He can do whatever he want, and he letting y'all know. Y'all better hurry up and do something because I'm on the edge. I'm sick of playing with y'all. I'm on the edge, and that tells us that says a lot, dog. If Deontay Wilder don't get this fight now, and I think Wilder knows that. He knows that. He'll never get a Tyson Fury fight because Tyson Fury will retire. Tyson Fury got 2 fights left in him, and he gonna retire, especially if he get that Anthony Joshua bread. And he might not even rematch Anthony Joshua if he beat him. He might say, fuck y'all and fuck that contract. I got my bread. Straight up.
100 mil, shit. What else do you need?
You know what I'm saying? I done walked away with at least 60 mil.
Exactly, shit.
Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm finna go put this shit up my nose. I'm finna go put this liquor in my
Keep my legacy set. I just beat the hardest punching motherfucker ever. My legacy set. Y'all can say the fuck y'all want to say about me. Just call me a Hall of Fame.
Nigga, man, how many recovering addicts you know they get that type of money? They ain't finna go. Man, come on now, dog. That motherfucker he finna go get his Richard Pryor on. He finna go get his Richard Pryor on, dog. The fuck you talk? What y'all talking about?
Oh shit.
Now I didn't beat Wilder, motherfucking Vladimir Klitschko. Now I didn't beat AJ. Shit, I ain't got nothing else to do but go get my Richard Pryor on.
Flex and whatever the fuck that supposed to stand for. Flames, Flexum, Bexum, Dexum. What race card did Wilder use? Well, y'all always might play the race card. Taking up for his family, his people.
Why he put a black dude on there? He probably a white dude. He probably really a white dude. Put a black dude face on there, talking about he playing the race card.
Right.
Come on, bro.
And Wilder wasn't the first one to say something about race. Fury, the first one to say something about race.
I bet you anything. If he hop on, if I put that link on here, and he hop in the camera, it's a white dude.
Right, man. Theory brought up the gypsy, how hard their lineage used to be, how they had to do this and how they do that. And then Wilder came and said what he had to say. No, it's a rap I listen to. Wilder came and said what he had to say.
So it is a white dude. So
about his people. So y'all always somebody bringing up race, man. We ain't trying to hear that shit. He ain't said nothing.
He said that
racist theory.
As soon as he said that race car shit, I knew he was a white dude. That's when you that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing they do. And when you bring up race and you start talking about real shit that goes on, right, in America, in the UK, all over the world, you're using the race card. I don't know what a race card is because I never seen one before.
Right. What color is that?
I never seen no race card before. I seen a whole bunch of racism, and I done seen a whole bunch of bigotry and all type of. I ain't never seen no race card. I don't know what that looked like. But go ahead, Money. My bad.
No, it is what it is. It's just they always coming up with that shit. Like, keep it real, keep it on. But we ain't bringing up no goddamn race. We saying what we saying about. All we speaking is facts. We ain't saying shit wrong yet. Tell us what we got off track right now. Say some shit that's out the way. Besides, like, even with the drug shit, it's real. These are they words, bro. They ain't like we just putting words in motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? When you use people words against them, bro, they don't have shit to come back with. So they got to throw up other shit, bro. There's just that man words. We know this man history. We know what he do. You feel me? We even brought fucking Adrian Brown into the mix. A whole motherfucking black man. We brought him into the mix. Talking about what he do. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, y'all need to get out. Y'all be the motherfuckers in y'all feelings. All we do is talk the facts. That's it. Nothing but facts. Like the shit we saying, you can Google, look it up. You'll find it your motherfucking self. You know what I mean? It ain't hard to find in the era of fucking information, bro. So y'all need to learn how to, deal with the hardcore facts and quit getting emotional about the shit. But at the end of the day, bro, salute to Tyson Fury for what he has did for his family, making a lot of fucking money in the sport. We know it's a grimy ass sport. You feel me? But at the end of the day, if you get your ass caught, you got to pay the piper, homie. You got to pay the piper. If you don't want to be labeled as a cheater, then don't get caught. You got your ass caught twice. Whether you want to say, oh, well, they never said he did this. They never. Well, yes, it's documented that he's a cheater. And once a cheater, always a cheater. And now we looking at shit with our own 2 eyes like we not done. We ain't finna sugarcoat the shit. Oh, do them look like Knuckles? Yeah, they look like Knuckles. But, back in 1807, they used to have Knuckles come through gloves too. You see, is that glove pulled down on his hand, Key? Yeah, it's pulled down. But go back and look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. I don't want to hear all that shit. It's cheating, period. Right. Now you want to discredit the motherfuckers from back in the days, go to 1765, motherfucking medieval days, 1542, 1303. Look, they did it back then, so they can do it now, motherfucker. That's why we got technology and a lot of other science shit nowadays, and everything get better in time, and we see what's going down. So at the end of the day, man, y'all can get pissed off all y'all want to. We'll keep dropping the facts, and if the facts add up, and if the shit is truthful, you gotta live with it, bro. Period. You gotta live with the shit.
Right. And see, this is my thing, right? It's easy to solve all of that cheating talk. Go out there and whoop him again.
Yeah.
Whoop him.
If it was
That's
so
all you
easy,
gotta do. Because if you go out there and whoop him, right? You go out there and beat him in the trilogy, right? We know it can't be no cheating in there because motherfucker eyes is gonna be on Tyson Fury everywhere,
exactly.
Right?
If you let a motherfucker
if he get away with cheating,
just on your ass.
Hey, if he get away with cheating in the trilogy, well,
Right.
shit, nigga, whatever happened deserved to happen.
Exactly. What to say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me. What say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You fool me 3 times, you just a motherfucking fool.
Right. So if you go out there in the third fight and y'all hit my like button, make sure that y'all hit the like button. If you go out there in the third fight, right, and you whoop him, I'll be the first one to come on here and say, hey, even if I do deep down still thought that he cheated the second fight, right? I'll be the first one to come on here and say, hey, all that cheating shit, it was some bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with cheating. It ain't got nothing to do with cheating. He just better. Tyson Fury's just better. I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, well, he cheated in the second fight. I'll tell y'all straight up, I don't want to hear none of that shit. He just better.
Well, I ain't gonna say they didn't cheat in the first and second. I just give him credit for the third because I feel like Tom Brady cheated in the first 3 Super Bowls, and I give him credit for the last 4. But I'm gonna give him his credit for the third. If he go in there and win.
But I'll just say I don't even want to hear that don't have nothing to do.
Yeah,
But he's showing that he cheated because he don't want to go and rectify that shit. He don't want to go. He don't want to go out there and do what he got to do to shut people up. He don't want to do it, dog, because he know what it is. But you know, that's a whole different story in itself. But my man want me to play my man want me to play it one more time and salute to Scotty White off in the building. That World Combat Sports. Man,
Scotty,
over there
going down, Scotty.
Over there, Scotty over there, man, doing this thing. Hey, man, and I'm feeling the new intro, Scotty. I fuck with that new intro, dog.
Yeah, I fuck with my intro too. You feel me?
Yeah, that new intro he got, that's dope, man. He say everything boxing and sports and Money Brown. He says Wilder standing on his square and races are big mad. Every other day, it's alive on the fighter who helped Fury Fighter of the Year award. Yep. Shut the fuck up. Straight up.
Oh, facts.
He helped Fury. He helped Fury get a bag. Fury got the Fighter of the Year all because of Wilder. The kindness out of Wilder's heart, right? So let me play that again because my man, he telling me I need to play that audio again, right? For the people that might be hard of hearing. So I'm gonna play it one more time, Money, so they can hear this out of his own mouth, right? So they can stop, you know. They ain't gonna stop. They gonna act like they don't hear, you know.
It's safe to say.
Hold on, real quick. Play it one more time for y'all. They like some kids, you know, when kids get to I don't hear now. They do
smack their heads upside their head.
I don't hear.
Damn, sit your ass down up and listen.
Like a little kid and shit. Watch. Here I go. Hold on. One more. I'm gonna play it just for you, my man. One more time in the back. Hold on.
Says one champion, one face, one name. But unfortunately for him, it ain't him. Because I've already smashed him. I'm about to smash another one.
So it's safe to say that the mediation's done. You guys have moved on past the Wilder situation? Or
There's still stuff going on. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes, but that's all going to be dealt with.
Okay. But you're able to proceed and move forward without it being legally held against you.
I don't know. I'm not obliged to answer that question.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, to be fair. I pay lawyers a hell of a lot of money, millions of dollars to sort shit out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure they're going to sort it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
So
y'all looking bad right now. Y'all looking bad right now. Once again, right, he's telling y'all that he don't even know if they can move forward with a fight with Anthony Joshua. He can't even say that they can move forward, right? He paying the lawyers to deal with it. He don't even know what's going on.
He just begging on the money. Well, I pay them millions of dollars to sort shit out. So I'm positive that so he just begging on his lawyers to get millions of dollars and go fix that shit. The millions of dollars gonna be going down the drain.
Hey, money. They can have $1 billion, right? But they can't move the court date forward, right? It don't matter how much money they got. They can't say, you know what? Make this ruling tomorrow or the next day instead of waiting until the middle of May. It don't matter how much money his lawyers or nobody got. That court date that judge set is the court date, and that's final. That's it. That's all, folks. Like Batman say, fuck boxing. Like Mr. Fuck Boxing Batman say. That's it. That's all, folks. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like I said, man, y'all gonna keep believing this shit. Y'all gonna keep believing it. Y'all running around here looking real stupid in the face. Man. But so he also I'm gonna close this out, but he talked about the Billy Joe Saunders, right? And I actually listened to the interview that Michelle Joy Phelps did with Billy Joe Saunders too. Billy Joe Saunders been trolling a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying to play mind games, but Billy Joe Saunders, he doesn't sound too confident to me in this whole Canelo fight situation. And I'm going to get into that. But Tyson Fury, he talked about Billy Joe, and of course he picks Billy Joe Saunders to beat Canelo. He says Billy Joe Saunders is in tremendous shape, and he's been training for a long time. And he says that, but he also says that how hard you train and all of that don't have nothing to do with going in there and winning the fight. He says because he's seen dudes that drink fucking beer and liquor all day, and they go through and they come in the fight and they knock out somebody that's been training, and doing everything right. He says it's all about your mind frame. And he says that Canelo knows how to lose. He says Canelo has a loss on his record. And he also said that, Canelo has fought Lara. And he said, if the judges weren't so much on Canelo's side, that Canelo, probably would have got a loss against Lara or draw at the most. He said, so ultimately he's saying that Canelo's already taken the L. And Billy Joe has never lost. He said Billy Joe hasn't lost since he was like 16 years old, right? Something I didn't know. He said Billy Joe has not lost since he was like 16 years old. So he says Billy Joe doesn't remember what it's like to have to lose. Losing is not in his on his agenda. But Canelo, you can't say the same for. So he's saying that absolutely Billy Joe goes out there and upsets Canelo. Now, like I said, money, I listened to Billy Joe, right? And Billy Joe, he was trolling like he always does, saying that he still has like 35 pounds to lose, right? He's like, well, yeah, I'm in good shape, but I still have like 35 pounds to lose. And so she asked him, she was like, well, you look like you in great shape, and you look like you put on a lot of muscle too. And he's like, yeah, but I still got a lot of weight to lose, right? So he been trolling, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been like, oh, I'm just gonna go in there and get a paycheck, and Canelo, and he was talking about, oh, Canelo's my idol, and I look up to him and all of that shit. But all of that shit is trolling. You could tell that Billy Joe is trolling, right? And I already had heard that because Tyson Fury said that Billy Joe had been training for months and months and months, and he been in shape, right? So all that shit that Billy Joe was saying, money, all that trolling that he's doing, acting like that, yeah, he just gonna go in there and bow down to Canelo. I knew he was trolling, but see, something that let me know that he wasn't all the way confident, and I look at this in all fighters when I hear them talk. Once a fighter start talking about if I lose, when you got that in your head, if I lose, because he was talking about the Canelo fight, right? And he was saying a lot of his sentences was if I lose to Canelo, right? So he was saying, right. So for one, he was saying, I just wanted to be on the even playing field, right? So like if you go out there and you beat a guy, comfortably on the scorecards, and then they take it away from you, he says, that's some shit I don't want to have to deal with. He was like, and because he was talking about how it's going to be in the US, he was also talking about how none of the UK media is not going to be traveling to the US because of the pandemic or whatever. He was like, I wish I could have my media members, come and everything and have my fans travel over. He was like, but, they're not going to be able to get in the ring with us. He was like, so if I lose, I want it just to be on the even playing field. So if he beats me or if he knocks me out, that's fine. He was like, I'll go and give him his props and, give him his respect. He said, but if I beat him, I want them to give me, my fair decision if I go out there and I beat him. See, so that doesn't sound confident to me. He wasn't saying when I beat him, or ain't no way that he beats me when I go out there and beat Canelo, when I go out there and stop Canelo. He's saying that if I lose or if he knocks me out, if I beat him, that ain't confident. So that's letting me know that he respects Canelo way more than he should. When you're going into the fight, it's you always should go into a fight giving your opponent respect, but you shouldn't go into a fight respecting your opponent too much, overly respecting your opponent. And me, when I hear Billy Joe talk, even though he try to laugh over and be a troll and say silly shit so you can overlook it, right? When he was talking about it seriously, you could tell that he's not 100% confident, because you never heard Billy Joe talk like that before. Even when he faced Dudu Andrade, even when he was supposed to fight Dudu Andrade, he was talking that shit. It wasn't if Dudu goes in here and beat me, if Dudu knocks me out. He was saying, ain't no fucking way this dude beats me. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to beat the shit out of this guy. And he's always talked that shit. It was never if and when and nah. So, like I said, dog, like I said, Money, I think that he's going to go in there and put up a good fight, but I don't think that he's going to go in there and put up the best fight that he possibly can, because to me, his confidence is not all the way there, dog. When you already have it in your mind that it's possible for you to, so what Tyson Fury is saying about him, he don't feel that way, because when you already have it in your mind that it's no way that this guy can beat me, right? And you saying if I lose or if he knocks me out, that lets me know right there that your mental is not all the way where it's supposed to be. You have some type of intimidation going over to Texas, right? Where it's going to be Canelo land, because he was like, I don't care. He was like, it's going to be, because he talked about it. He was like, it's going to be a stadium full of Mexicans. He was like, I know it's going to be jam-packed with a stadium full of Mexicans. He's thinking about all that shit, Money. He ain't never been in no house. He's used to fighting over there in the UK with everybody rooting for him. He ain't never been in no hostile environment, having to come over to the States with 70, 80,000 fans in the stands, and they all going against him. He's thinking about that. All that shit is weighing heavy on his mind, dog. And you could tell by the way that he's talking. And I'm going to tell y'all, don't put your money on Billy Joe Saunders, because the way his mental alone is not going to give him a chance to beat Canelo. On paper, if he was in the UK, I think this would be a much different fight. I think his confidence in his mind would be at a different stage, but nah, he can't. You know what I'm saying? And he does present Billy Joe at his top on them PEDs, the Billy Joe that we saw against Lemieux, and you know what I'm saying, against Andy Lee. Billy Joe on PEDs at his best on PEDs, because he's at his best, he's on PEDs, period. You can say the same thing about Canelo if you want to, but I know that about Billy Joe, right? He gives Canelo hell at his best, but that mental has a lot to do with being able to go and pull out a victory, especially against somebody like Canelo in that type of hostile environment. He ain't ready for it, dog. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read a couple of these comments. KP, what's good with it? He say he fragile like Fury. Zenith 360 says Saunders hasn't looked good since the nasal spray. Real talk. Billy beat Lemieux in Canada. That's a whole different ball game, dog. In front of 60, 70, 80,000 fans, all Mexican fans. You know that and Lemieux ain't near the fighter that motherfucking Canelo is, and Billy Joe knows that. He don't even look at them as the same at all. Omega said, he talking to old boy in the comments. Yeah, but man, go ahead and cook on this money before we get up out of here.
Yeah, bro. It's like he just like, it's like he trying to put him in the people's head that like, oh, if I lose, it's because Canelo, you know, he got the deck stacked against me already and shit like that. Like, I just don't like that type of shit, kid. You feel me? Like, you already trying to put into the people like, oh, Canelo cheating off the top. Oh, you know, I just want to be on the even playing field. You cheating motherfucker. You came out trying to cheat against the Mitch Andre. Now you want to be the one talking about an even playing field. Mix me with that bullshit, Billy Joe. It's like you say, Key, it's a grand fucking stage. He haven't been on this stage before, right? He talked all that shit. You talked your way into this fight. You wanted to fight. You got it, motherfucker. You went to the Canelo and Triple G press conference. You crashed it. I just want the winner. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know, it's just fighting me. I feel like I'm better than you guys, and all this shit now is on. We ain't trying to hear that. Oh, I wanted to be on the even playing field. It's like you say, Key, do you mentally think you can beat Canelo? Do you mentally feel like all the mental games you play? Now, is you trying to mentally psych yourself out to get ready for the fight, some shit like that? Because you got the UK people talking about, oh, you're going to outbox Canelo. It's going to be easy. You're going to give him problems. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. All this shit. But now when it comes to you, I just want to be on an even playing field looking ass. Man, get out of here with that bullshit. It's an even playing field. It's even all the way around the board. I ain't looking at none of that shit. I don't think he beat Canelo in the first place. But don't come up trying to bring that shit in the game. Oh, you know, Canelo got the deck stacked against me. You know, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be that, to try to put into the people's head that, oh, Billy Joe was cheated. You know what I'm saying? Canelo already, you know, it's this, is that. We ain't trying to hear that shit. Nah, you signed a contract. You finna get your money, get your ass in the ring, do the best you can do. Motherfucker, that's all you gonna be able to do is the best you can do. Because Canelo finna walk your ass down, period. You know, it's gonna be a good fight. He go try to put up a fight. But it's like you say, kid, is you mentally tough or you mentally broken already? Is you ran out of tricks? Because you know for a fact that shit ain't finna get to Canelo. He know that shit ain't finna work on Canelo, kid. All them man guys he played with Willie Monroe Jr. letting your son punch Willie Monroe in the nuts and shit like that, and Willie Monroe just sit up there because I would have smacked his little ass in the back of his head when he punched me in my nuts. Right? Smacked his ass in the back of his head. He was waiting on his daddy, uncle, whomever else. But you know that shit ain't gonna work against Canelo because you can't carry yourself like that against Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because you know Canelo is a bad motherfucker. So now you bring your ass up against somebody that's a real threat. You ain't fighting none of these little Rudy fools that you used to walking through and whooping their ass, having an advantage over. Now your ass got a real fight in front of you, dog. And keep all that bullshit to yourself. Nah, be a man, stand up, right? Tell them only thing you can control is what you can control. I'm gonna go on here, work my ass off. You know, I feel like I'm better than them. I'm gonna win this fight. You know, it's up to them to do what they gonna do, but don't come up here talking about you want to be an even playing field and all that bullshit. Like Canelo just out here robbing motherfucker. He just whooped the shit out of Callum Smith last time I checked in the UK. Well, not in the UK, but on the zone, right over here. Now you bring your ass to America, to Dallas, Texas. You feel me? You gotta bring your ass to America. You ain't got the edge over there. You feel me? Your little fans ain't cheering you on unless they fly over here, and they still ain't gonna outdo them motherfucking Mexicans in that stadium in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, we not trying to hear that shit, partner. I'm not trying to hear it at all. I don't want to hear none of that shit. The video coming soon on Billy Joe motherfucking ass.
And from what he was saying that I don't know if they're the UK fans can fly over here.
Oh shit, because of the corona shit?
Yeah, because what he was saying, because he not gonna have none of the UK media is gonna be involved. None of the UK media is coming. And he was saying, like, and he said, I would like to have my media and my fans. But he was like, you know, at the end of the day, it's just me and him in the ring, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can come.
Oh, well, then that's a double whammy for his ass now. If that's what he needed for motivation, you know what I'm saying? Well, you better think about your country while you're over here, motherfucker. Think about your country on your back, and they rooting for you over in the UK and all that type of shit. Anything to give you a push or some momentum. But don't come with all that bullshit, man. I ain't trying to hear it, dog. Not from you, no way. Not from a motherfucker like you that love to fuck with people and talk all the shit you talk. You the last motherfucker that should be already talking about even playing field, or you don't feel like you're getting a first shake and this and that. You know what I mean? As many mental games you try to play and crack jokes on motherfucker. Like I said, what happened? Dan Kinahan ass ain't over here no more, huh? You ain't got
Right.
your main man Dan to pull them strings no more, huh?
Right.
You gotta stand on your own too now. That's all it is. You feel me? So at the end of the day, Key, I ain't trying to hear that bullshit, bro. He gonna get into the ring, like I said, just him and Canelo inside the ring. Your skills versus his skills, Imano versus Imano. Let's see who's the baddest motherfucker. You been wanting this fight, now you got it, motherfucker. Now let's see what you do with it.
And I'm disappointed, man. When I heard him talking, dog, I'm disappointed because at the end of the day, we all boxing fans and we all want to see the best fight the best at their best. And like I said, man, his mental is just not. I don't like that shit, dog. I don't like it. I want to see him go in there and be his absolute best against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a style that could give Canelo problems. But if your mental ain't there and you already coming in intimidated because of where you at and the fans, and then you thinking about, oh, well, how am I going to beat him? If it goes the distance, they going to give him the fight anyway. And then you talking about if he beats me or if he knocks me out. Bro, if you're thinking like that and you got that in the back of your head, you already defeated yourself. You already defeated yourself, bro. Because, and especially like somebody like Canelo, like now, if he was going in there talking like that against somebody like, say, Lara, right? Lara, or somebody, you know, somebody that don't have power like that, right? Then it was like, okay, well, you know, but you talking like that against somebody like Canelo that got power. So that lets me know you're going to be timid. You're going to be scared already. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be scared because you know he can either beat you on the scorecards or he can knock you out. You put it out there. That shit crazy, man. Man, it is what it is. But like I said, we're gonna see. We're gonna see within the first 2 or 3 rounds what Billy Joe Saunders is coming out. If he come out timid and ain't throwing too many punches, and you know, we already know. We know what it is. Dog. We know what it is, dog. Man. Todd Swindle says Fury's gonna retire after the AJ fight. If it happens, yeah, I think so too, Todd. And shout out to my man Kwame. Where you at? My bad, I took it down. Kwame East in that super chat. Where the hell did that super chat go? Oh, here it is. And shout out to my man Kwame East. He says salute, brothers. Appreciate you, Kwame.
Kwame,
Kwame. If everybody go subscribe to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube. If you not subscribed to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk, you need to get your mind right. Like, I don't care. Them boys be over there cooking. Tell me they don't be cooking money.
Hell no, don't be cooking. Them niggas be just boiling a few little pots of noodles on the stove and shit. Kwame don't be cooking. Nah, Kwame and them be over there cooking, man. Them boys be handling their business.
Yeah, they be over there cooking, man. They be having some hellified shows, man. So y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Lord to the Game Boxing Talk. And let me know if y'all going on tonight.
Hey Kwame, I ain't got no live stream no more, so I'm gonna be coming over there fucking with you, man.
Yeah. Money gonna be over there fucking with y'all. Zenith 360 say salute UK media. He said salute. He said UK media not coming because Sky didn't bid on the fight because of the Kinahan stuff. Oh shit! A lot of the networks want to separate themselves from MTK. Oh, okay. And salute to you, man. Appreciate you in that super chat. Always showing love. Zenith 360. Yeah, so that's why he's saying it's because the UK media not coming because Scott didn't bid on the fight. Because of all that Daniel Kinahan shit, they trying to separate themselves from MTK. Yeah, man, I didn't know that. And let me say this, right? Because we didn't cook, we've been in here cooking, man, hell of a show. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to chop this show up because we cooked on a lot of shit on this show. So I'm gonna try to chop it up, into different videos, so everybody, whoever came in and missed it, they could get all the info because we had a hell of a show today, Money. We cooked on a lot.
Yes, sir.
Let me let y'all see this shit, dog. Because remember, we've been talking about that. We've been on here talking about how that vaccine shit, right? And I'm gonna show y'all how they trying to force people to go get that vaccine right now. Now, mind you, I'm gonna let y'all read this, right? Mind you, y'all, that the Moderna vaccine, right? They already been like calling that shit back because it's giving people blood clots and shit. It's getting people real sick and giving them blood clots, right? Look at this message that they just sent me on my phone, right? I don't know how the hell these people get my phone number. You know what I'm saying? But look at this shit, dog. Hold on. Y'all can read it. Hold on. Read that if you can, Money, if you can see it.
Yeah, Paramount County Health Department is offering the first dose of the Moderna vaccine. Moderna vaccine to anyone 18 plus at Sunnyside High School until 4:30 p.m. today. No appointment necessary. Hell no.
Look at that. Now, they trying to get me to go get a motherfucking Moderna vaccine, the vaccine that's been fucking everybody up, that they, you know what I'm saying, got causing blood clots and all type of shit. Didn't I tell you that? Remember, I told you, Money, I said, it's two different type of vaccines they're gonna be giving people. I said, I said they got it, and they got it reserved for a different demographic of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I always felt that. I think like the healthcare workers and the people that's really important to society, like the doctors and the healthcare workers and all that, they're gonna give them different type of vaccine than they do certain, man, they better get that shit out of my phone. I ain't taking that bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to kill me and shit. I'm cool.
I'm down, so I'm rocking with this shit.
That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man. But y'all like this. If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, another hell of a show. I appreciate everybody that came through. Show love everybody in the chat. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. And once again, hit that like button. And what's your final word before we get up out of here, Money?
Man, like I said, man, a great damn show, bro. We touched on a lot of shit. It was a good one. But just Tyson Fury, man, be a man of your word, bro. We'll be looking out. Me and Key will be looking tomorrow to see if you moved on Wednesday, April the 14th from Anthony Joshua, or was it just bullshit like all the other bullshit you've been speaking out here? They got these people wrapped up in your little gypsy. He got a little gypsy power going on right now that's wrapping people up and shit. So we'll be looking forward to him to do that. You know what I mean? So it was a good show, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, showing love. Continue to come through, show love. Feel me? And like I say, I ain't got a live stream to be going live, but I'm still gonna be dropping videos. Y'all go over there, support the videos, hit the like button. Donate to Monty Brown TV. Continue to show love to your brother. We will still be streaming the fights. They ain't stopping shit. The fight still will begin streamed every Friday and Saturday. You feel me? They're going to have to just boot me to clean the fuck up off here because I'm going to continue to stream. And we're going to keep pushing out this real content for y'all, man. It's all love. Y'all know your boy Money get down, man. Big dog status, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And once again, I appreciate everybody that came through showing love. And y'all already know, how I do. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm out. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button before y'all leave out.
They can't see me in no department. Speed, power, chance, heart, none.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time that Lester been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. 7-8. And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, not wear my crown. Fuck around, not wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again. Trio talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. This trio talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. Trio talk like fight fan.